Oh boy, I'm at it again. Thanks, Shalem. Right about now, I was at it again with niggas and bitches and homies and friends. And
that's how it begins.
What up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the NoNamers podcast. Again, Art's not here, but he'll be back soon. Wait, has anybody talked to Art? Have you talked to Art?
No, over Messenger, but he hasn't
Just
responded
like
to that.
the messenger when he'll leave like a like or something, and or know that he's read it, but not really talk to him.
Yeah.
Wherever he's at, hope he's all right. He's getting his mind right. There's just the three of us. I'm Nestor.
The ox is gone, but the yak is here.
This is Adrian.
That's my new shit. The yak.
There's the ox, and you're the yak now.
Jackson, what you was saying?
The Billy Goat. Oh, what the fuck's that movie for the terminal when he's all... What the fuck's his name?
Noborski?
Noborski.
The goat.
The goat.
Noborski.
And he,
That's a good movie.
talking about the terminal. Let's talk about this week. You guys went on a... I mean, I wouldn't even call it a vacation because... Well, you guys didn't seem as tired coming back. You guys were tired. But that time we went to Vegas where like it was almost no sleep, that time I felt like when we came back, everyone was dog shit tired.
Well, we slept on the plane. I don't think this fool didn't sleep on our way back to Vegas because he drove back. I drove there, half of it, and then I knocked out.
Right.
And
So do you guys feel you guys got more tired for that weekend stint in Vegas or this time when you guys went to the Guadalajara?
For me, it was Vegas.
Vegas for you?
I'd say Vegas.
Yeah.
But maybe because this fool worked longer hours? Oh, no, you...
Well, why did you guys decide to work that Friday?
I was going to work because I get out at 5. This was
Uh-huh.
the one that gets out late. I get out at 5.
You were stressed. You thought like this wasn't called me.
Well,
dog.
I
We're not
was.
gonna make it.
I know, because I know how this fool's job is. I'm like, dude, this fool's going to just be dicks and be like, nah, you can't leave. We don't
This
have
fool would
people.
take off.
Well, that's why I went early, so I could leave at the latest by 10.
Because the most they can make you work is 12 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I worked 14 once. This was terrible.
They could make me work
more.
but I'd have to take a second lunch, and that's not mandatory, and I'd just be like, I'm not taking it.
Oh, okay.
You could
Then
just
it
be
becomes
like,
too expensive. It's not worth it
For them or for you?
for them.
Oh, okay.
he also would just be like, I'll loc out for. So
What
you
do
guys
mean
went to.
loca?
He's loked out for you. He puts on his lokes and he leaves. So.
Oh.
Like those thug life memes. So.
Okay.
So you guys went to Guadalajara to catch the Chivas game
The classic.
The Chivas
versus America game, which is like
the biggest
biggest.
soccer game in the Western Hemisphere.
That's fair.
That's, yeah.
I mean, unless you get into like Brazil with
Technically,
Santos.
Europe's in the Western Hemisphere, then.
You don't know your hemispheres, bro?
I thought they were Eastern Hemisphere. Oh, no, that's Eastern Europe.
Mm,
Whatever, in fucking North America. Then.
There we go.
yeah, that's
If we're being technical. Though,
yeah.
you know,
Because I was gonna say, like, if you go
dog.
if you get down, Brazil has like the Santos and shit with the Brazilian.
What if Flamengo and those, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
but
yeah,
still, like,
that's no, yeah,
Chivas America is as big as it gets
yeah, in North America.
for sure. Plus, you guys are all Chivas. We're all Chivas fans here. So, I mean, that shit's just like everybody wants to do those big things like World Series, which you guys could have done.
I should have, yeah.
You
We
know,
should have.
Super Bowl,
That's we gotta get a little bit richer for that one.
Rose Bowl, but
That's
like
a $5,000 event.
like Rose,
Just for tickets.
And that's
Just
it.
for
That's,
tickets.
yeah.
yeah, like Rose Bowl with your teams there. You know what I mean?
I would go even if my team wasn't there. I think maybe in a couple of 2 or 3 seasons, I think we'll make a crack.
I think the Clasico, but in Europe, the like Brazil, Barca and Real is
That's
like one
it.
of those like
I have to.
obviously the Mundial, you
Yeah.
know that's a
Only
big one, but it doesn't get like to me going to a Chivas America game is just as big. Like that shit to me is like just going to the stadium. I was tearing up when I was over there because this shit was just dope. It looked cool. It just felt like
You felt the atmosphere?
there was energy to it, even though it was empty.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like, fuck.
But think about it going when it's crowded, though.
Well, that's all I wanted to do, and I was like, dude, I want to come back here for a game.
Do you, though? Because we were there.
So you guys got to go.
Me and Juan wanted to go. You weren't there, though.
I didn't get to go, so you guys got. You guys got to recap the weekend, and then I'll tell you guys what happened to me.
Oh, no one cares. You weren't there.
All right, so you guys took off what, midnight? Red eye?
We took the red eye at 1 in the morning, 1:20 in the morning, and
Did it take off on time?
It took off. I like that thing because it actually takes off on time.
Volaris is supposed to be super punctual.
They are.
Except that one time it left you overnight.
I know. I was hoping it did because that's a funny story. But then again,
We missed the game.
no, not fuck that. Like on the way back, I don't give a fuck before. Like going there, I want everything to go right because
Yeah, you don't want to miss the game.
yeah. I mean, after who cares? Like
2 for 2 on the way back.
I
You
gotta
got
miss-
left in that airport.
Fuck, dude. That airport was. Dude, it changed. I mean, it changed within like 3 months. They opened a new subway, which was weird. But
A Subway at the airport?
yeah, there was a sushi bar. I was telling this fool, we're down to try sushi at Guadalajara.
Sushi at any airport seems a little sketch.
Sushi. Oh,
Why
yeah.
they got good? They got good chefs.
They got a little banger food. Imagine they have a Japanese fucking chef. That'd be awesome.
Like that one foot the
There
game.
was an Asian fucking guy, which I want to take a picture
At
with.
the game?
Yeah, but I'm like, is that racist? But I'm like, I guess it's not
But
racist.
I thought there was a big Asian community in Mexico, so I mean, it doesn't seem weird. They probably love
In
soccer
Mexico?
too. Yes, in Mexico, there's a
There's
huge
Chulo
Asian
Hot
community. There's Chinatowns in different like in the big in big cities. Like Guadalajara has a
So you're
Chinatown.
saying like a racial slur for like calling the people Chinatown. too?
Oh,
No, like there's
Well,
an actual
whoa,
Chinatown,
no.
like a
The disrespect is real, my
Like,
boy.
no.
I just took
like
a
the-
trip to center my chi, dog.
like there's a Chinatown here. There's a Chinatown in Guadalajara. There's a Chinatown in El DF. There's a
In China,
In
They
Brazil,
are-
I don't know. In Brazil, there's a lot of
Chinatown. China is a big Chinatown.
China is the biggest Chinatown.
You would think.
I guess not. I mean, it'd be Hong Kong. No. Either way, so there's an Asian guy. So you guys took the red eye. There was sushi.
We took the red eye to Guadalajara. We got there at 7 in the morning. The funny thing is, I tried to knock out on the red eye because I was like, dude, I want to take a nap.
Mm.
But my boy here, Juan, was like, nah, let's get this party started. He started drinking. I was like,
They sell drinks, right?
yeah, they sell beer. And this time they accepted credit card, which was cool because last time they didn't.
Mm.
Or their card wasn't like their
So
card
you
really
just
wasn't working.
swipe,
This
or
one
just keep it
You
on
just
tap,
swipe.
This one was swiping.
or
no?
just keep it on tap.
No, you just swipe.
Every time.
swipe mode. I don't know how many he had. I actually nodded out, but I was tired as fuck.
Shut the fuck up! You were drinking in the plane.
This
And I
one
mean,
couldn't sleep.
they were like, hey, we got beer. They're like, but right now the only cold ones we got is like Tecate Light and I forgot what. And I was like, nah, let me just get the Dos Equis. They're like, but it's like room temperature warm. It don't matter, dog. Let me get 2 though. She's like, all right. I was like, just give me a cup of ice and I'll pour that shit in there. And they're like, all right, cool.
Drink it quick, though.
Bet.
like this was fucking crazy, dog.
We
And
started
then-
a chant that when people were coming in, we were cheese.
Shut up.
Half the plane was going to that game.
And then
Oh really?
I was
Nice.
like, oh, you guys could put this one to cool down if you want. They're like, yeah, we were about to ask you. I was like, yeah, for the meanwhile. And they were like, facts. And then I told one of them happy birthday because it was her birthday.
Shut up.
Stewardess?
I was like, let's get the party started.
Shut up, fatty.
She had a nice fat butt.
She had a fatty for daddy.
Although the other one, she was nice. She was thick food and a nice badongadong too.
And this one kept saying, hey, she's a freak. Food.
No, that was the bitch with glasses.
And she kept staring at us. I'm like, which one, though? But I kept giggling because I don't know.
I guys staring at you because you guys were drinking hot beers. Like, look at these
was-
fucking
this
weirdos.
I was nodding in and out of the fucking car, like out of this fucking
When we were
world.
landing, I just kept going, hey, the one with glasses is a freak.
I'm pretty sure she understood because we kept staring and winking.
And we were just going, free. Free. So we just start pounding beers, fool, and then
Yeah.
this lady next to me across the aisle was like, oh, so what are you going to Guadalajara for or whatever? I'm just sipping my beer, fool. She's like, damn, you're not going to even remember by the time you get over there. I was like, this is just a warm-up, dog.
You don't even know me.
You don't know what I'm capable of, dog. Then I chat her up when she tells me that her brother was going to go to the game too, but that fool's flight got canceled
Oh,
in New
yeah.
York because I guess a bunch of like over 2,000 flights got canceled over there in the East Coast.
Snowstorm?
I was like, verga, fool. So then I,
Hey, I was kind of afraid because that morning rained. I was like, fuck, this fucking rain better not fuck her flight up, dog. But I was just busting an extra bit little panico.
so this fool's being a panic on the drive to the airport. Fool. I was like, why is this fool worried?
Me
fool?
or Nestor?
This fool.
Because this fool wanted to go, bro.
I was hoping, like, can you guys cancel the game, you know?
He's like, hey, we got you a chick, and we were just fucking with you.
The fool's ready. That fool had like 5 layers of clothes under his shit.
No, he has to go like
I have a
that.
little backpack for in the car just in case.
They're gonna change their minds.
And then,
I had packed the bag.
and then I keep drinking, and I was like, I drank 2 already, and I was like, let me get 2 more though. Dog.
Shut the fuck
Yeah.
up.
So I call her over, like, hey, let me get 2 more. She's like, we thought so. So they put them in the cold this time. So now they were cool. So it was cool. So then I pounded one right quick, because I was like, I gotta piss, fool. And I don't want to hold this while I'm in the bathroom. So I just
You
pounded
just
quick.
pee in the bottle.
I pounded quick, and
I'll be lit, dog.
I thought about it, but I was like, nah. If I pounded quick, give it back to her, and I was like, I go in the bathroom, I come on, and I was like, let me get my other beer though. Fool. And she's like, all right. And then I buy me
She's
one
like-
more, fool, because I'm like, hey, let me get one more though, but just keep it cool for me. And it was like,
Oh, you ain't fucking around, eh?
they were like, oh, in 15 minutes we're gonna land, fool. So I was like, oh shit, I gotta get my beer, dog.
Oh, yeah.
So as we're starting to take back down, I was like, let me get my beer quick. She was like, okay.
I already paid for it. What do you want me
So
to
she
do?
gives me my beer, and then I just start going softly, like singing like Arabic music. Man.
To bring fucking people.
I was like, "Hashalacha, hashalacha." And then I was like, dude, what would these people do if I just start laughing maniacally, loud as fuck? Man?
Because just like, everyone's knocked out. There's a couple of
There's just
people
some drunk nigga laughing maniacally. So I was like, that should be hilarious man. And alarming. Man.
Just put your sweater on the floor with the bottle and just mazel tov. Like you just
So
got
stepping on
married.
it, man.
Uh-huh.
But then we land and it's all cool. Then we go through a little
Customs?
Mexican customs.
Some fool tried to punk us. Like, he tries to, like, cut us. But I'm like, fucking, I'm having a good time. And,
It's too early for the bullshit.
well, no, I'm like, we're next anyway. It'll be like 2 minutes. Fuck it. And that fool he gets sent back because he knows the dude fucking the custom agent knows there's some real thugs coming through. Fam.
We tried to test our gangster. Man.
That's the first one that tried and failed. Fam.
So then this fool gets his money.
Yeah, I was just like, you fools already have money, so I'm just gonna exchange it at the airport.
Because this fool's like, oh,
Like in one of those-
he's like, oh, where are you fools gonna change your money? And I told him, oh, I sent my shit over.
I remember this was saying like,
Wire transfer type shit. So
Yeah.
you could just go pick it up at the bank.
At the bank?
at a
Like a Chase or like
No. It's like a
Bancomer.
Coppel. You know Coppel?
Uh-huh.
The stores? Well, they have a bank now. Like, it's called Ban Coppel.
Oh, snap.
So you go pick it up in one of those stores for their little banks.
Oh, all right. Oh, that's dope. So you just transfer the money and then pick it up while you're over there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
Just
just
to carry
transfer
it.
it to, like, whoever's
See,
account.
we can't do that shit because our little town don't have no banks. Like they have a bank, but they don't have a
major bank.
Well, you just need to transfer
or
it
a
to
supermarket
to
like
someone that has an account, and then they get the money for it.
Ah, I see.
Hmm.
So you guys just sent it to a family member.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, that's how you did it.
yeah. So this was like, let me go. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go piss then. So,
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, so I'm there. I'm like, I'm like, $200 should be more than enough. It's 2 days. I tell lady, I need your passport. I'm like, oh, passport for what? Oh, I need like to write some details down. I was like, they exchange money? I was like, okay. And then she asked me for my fucking my flight ticket. I was like, what the fuck? You're making it seem like...
Like you got fakes? You got fake
Yeah.
bills or what?
So that shit takes... This fool comes back and they're still fucking checking out
I was
my
like,
info.
what'd you do? Fool?
I was like, dude, it's not like I'm taking thousands of dollars. It's 200. It's like,
I was like, how much you give them?
I was like, it wasn't even $200. It was like...
1,500.
I was
Like
like
179 or something.
190. So I was like, just all my spare change in 100 because I'm like, dude, I don't really need
Right.
that much feria. So
Yeah.
I was like, whatever. So I get the money and then we start rolling.
Oh, then he has to sign the paper, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
they're like, oh no, sign it like it looks
Oh.
on your passport.
I was like, yeah, because I just signed an A and an S. And they're like, no, you're not signing like it looks on your passport. I was like, what?
Shut the
I
fuck
was like,
up.
it's $200.
So bitch takes her job mad too serious, bro.
I was like, this
Probably.
bitch. Fool.
Well, probably she just had started, so she's like all into it.
Facts.
So we get there, we go to, because I was like, let's go chill while these fools come through on the plane. Like my parents, they flew out of TJ.
Yeah.
And I was like, they're going to be here a little later than us. So we just go chill. I call out of work because you have to. You gotta be
Oh, yeah.
responsible.
You call out of work from over there?
Yeah, well, because I paid the $5 for the unlimited plan. So you could, like,
Yeah, so did Adrian.
yeah, because you have to. You could, that way you can still use your phone
Call
no matter
and
where you're
text.
at. Yeah.
You got enough internet, I think, 2 gigs or something.
This one.
What, gig and a half?
Something like that. It's enough, though.
Yeah.
Enough. We're
Yeah,
going
enough for a day, whatever.
So I kept Snapchatting from over there.
Yeah.
I just kept doing it because,
You gotta flex for the haters.
Yeah, you have to.
You have to, bro.
We didn't flex doing the cool shit because, I may get us in trouble.
So when we find my parents, then we're looking for my uncle who's coming to come pick us up, and like my dad, being my dad, is like telling him we're over here, and then that fool go some other way, and then he's like, oh, we're over here, and this fool can't find him. So I'm like, dog, just call him. And he's like, well, I can't call him. I was like, you fools didn't spring for the unlimited plan? You fools is broke, dog. So I was like, let me call him. I got my number, and then I call him, and I'm like, oh, we're over here by the convenience store. Come pick us up, dog.
Yeah.
Oh, by the convenience store over there with the parking lot?
Yeah.
The 7-Eleven.
Why not just say that from the beginning?
Because this fool's pops kept moving around.
Well, because we came in international flight.
Oh, yeah.
So our terminal's at this end of the airport.
Yeah, you
They
come
came
out
in
from other...
They came in domestic, so they're on the other side of the airport. So they were over here, and then they followed us over here, and then...
It's just easier, like, yo, go to the parking lot, I'll just meet you there.
Yeah, but that fool's dad's phone doesn't work unless it has internet, and the airport has internet.
Well, they didn't know Juan fucking had the
at that point,
phone calls?
No, I don't think so.
So I just shot it and was like, yo, why
So
are we playing
you guys
hide
are gonna
and
be
seek?
fucking messing around all day.
I was like, we're over here. They comes picks us up.
Yeah.
My godmother comes too. They bring 2 cars because we're fat ass fools.
Yeah, to fit.
And their cars are like little.
They're regular, like
the regular size cars.
Yeah.
I was telling this fool we should fuck them up because I haven't seen this fool in 10 years. Let's just pretend I'm you when you come out of the bag.
Psych!
But then no one.
You fools didn't go into the Oxxo, get a fucking 24 pack.
No.
A lot of fools get off the flight, then go into that Oxxo, start getting beers. I was like, word.
Mexico, dog. The beers are cold and the women are loose.
Facts, though. Facts, though. So we're like, fuck your rip it run, fool. Let's roll out for that. And everyone, I was hungry, fool. I was like, let's go eat. I'm hungry, fool. So we start rolling over, fool. And then we ride with my uncle, and my dad drives the other car.
Yeah, I was like, why is your dad driving someone like he doesn't have insurance?
So my dad doesn't give fucks, fool.
But I thought it was your mom's sister because she looked more like your mom. But then no, I'm Toyota. Mom. Like I asked, like, oh, you're like sisters with your mom. I was like, no, I'm sisters with that. Oh, okay. Now that makes sense. Why
you rode in that other car?
No, I rode with this one. Is uncle.
Oh,
dude, we're loaded up in our car, bro. It's just the real thugs in one car, bro.
Ready to do some work, bro.
It's work. We're working. So we're rolling through to where we're gonna go, and this fool starts like, "Oh, this is this." Like he's telling me the ins and outs of like where we're passing through the city and shit. And then we passed by this motel, and this was like, "Oh, dog." When I first moved over here for my job, I used to be like, "Oh, just point me to the nearest motel or hotel," because he's like, he didn't want to stay too far from where he had to go in to go work.
Yeah.
So it was this motel that's like bright pink and like green and like, you know how Mexicans color like their buildings and shit? They're all fucking crazy. Depends
what part of Guadalajara. There's some modern ass parts, but then there's some parts that look sketch.
Yeah, this is like the poorer part. So
yeah,
like,
okay.
So they got those Mexican bright colors, so they don't have to paint it a lot.
Yeah.
And that fool's like, yeah, I was in there. And this chick came door to door asking if I wanted to buy some meat because she sells meat.
Word?
Yeah, but he's like, but I knew what was up. I knew what the game was. So he's like, so I started messing with her and being like, how much is it though? And she threw out a price. Oh, it's this much. And then it's like, that's too expensive, dog. Let's work down this price, dog. And then she'd be like,
haggle?
No, it is what it is. And that fool's like, fuck your meat, nigga. Your meat vale verga. And just kicked her out, and I started dying. I was like, hey, sometimes you have to buy meat, but it's a necessity if you get hungry.
She had a firm price, and she wasn't working with a player.
And then we stop. We go get to this place called Chololo, which is like a birria place.
Yeah.
It's goat meat.
Goat meat? Isn't that what birria is anyway?
Well, birria, I don't know. I think it's a style of that it's made. Because they were saying they had different kinds of meat.
Well, the sauce and the way, yeah. Because I've had birria made out of chicken, and I'm like, oh, fuck this.
Yeah. So we got it where, like, they give you the meat on one plate.
Yeah.
And then they give you
the rice and
the sauce.
Oh,
in like in your own individual bowl for everybody. So you can like sauce up the meat however you want.
Oh, I guess some people don't want to drown it. Some people like it like light.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's not spicy though, right?
No.
Because that's the spice on the side.
They bring you more chili and shit.
Ooh.
So you basically
And
fix
then-
up your meat however you want to, and they just
And
give
what
you
are the sides, rice and beans?
handmade tortillas. They give you handmade tortillas. Well, yeah, we
just-
got
just
frijoles
beans.
puercos, which is like
Deep fried beans.
deep fried beans with pork in it
Right.
and
With
cheese,
lard.
and then we
It's
got
basically lard, no?
no, it's
No,
cheese.
Cheese.
It's cheese, pork, and like because it's chorizo that they put in it.
Porra. Oh,
They-
shit.
they
That
put-
sounds fire.
That's
huh?
what frijoles
Well,
puercos are.
well, I know which ones are the ones your moms make because that's
Frijoles
what,
puercos.
yeah, those are the ones
that
I have had
Those
at
are
your
the ones
mom's.
that have chorizo and
Yeah,
like
I've had-
cheese in it and like
Those are the ones your mom made. I'm like, I don't
olives
really
and-
like beans, but these are fired, huh?
yeah. So it's those, and then there's like some hot sauce that was good, crisped up tortillas as like chips or
fresh
whatever.
made and shit.
Yeah, and then freshly made tortillas, like handmade tortillas, like you see the ladies getting down right there.
Do work, bitch. No.
So we're out here grubbing because that shit's bomb. I was like, yo,
That's a bomb breakfast.
Like, 2 million this food, we probably kill like up 2 pounds.
because we finished our own plate completely, and like my aunt, uncle, dad, and mom had another plate to themselves. But me and him finished one plate.
We're
on
like,
our
hey,
own.
let's get another one.
And that shit was fire, dog. It's like,
Have beers,
you
bro?
sauce it up. No, and then they're like, "What do you want to drink?" And I was just like, "Let me get Dos Equis, B."
Shut the fuck up.
It
You
was like
fool.
7:30 in the morning.
So you
Sipping.
fools been drinking all night? Well,
I didn't start because
you had just that was your first.
That
He's
was my
he's
first-
been.
yeah, that was my first
Damn.
day.
Yeah.
But they hooked it up. They had a little cup with lemon, ice, a little bit of salt. I'm like, it's bomb.
They squeeze like the lime juice at the bottom, so it's just sitting at the bottom, and then they salt your rim of the cup.
Uh-huh.
So when you pour it in, like the beer is touching nothing but the lime juice, so it's mixing it up right off the top, so it's bomb. Fam.
Alright, you guys didn't even go. There's a fuckload of cool places in Guadalajara too.
Yeah, though we had one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
And-
other places like they just do tequila, like
Oh, they have
drinks and
They have
crazy
those there,
shit.
too.
Yeah.
But I didn't want palomas or anything like that for the
Yeah.
little barriles. Fam.
Yeah, little barrilitos.
I was like, I just want me some beer for now. Fam.
We have to.
And then they're like, "Oh, you fools are gonna get another beer." I was like, no one ever came up and asked me for a second round. And then like a fool brings me another round. I was like,
Nice.
hit it. Fam. Then we finish eating. Then these fools are like, "Oh, well, let's go do this," and then like, "Well, let's go pick up this fool's my money."
Uh-huh.
But when we go, what's it called? They can't get it out. My aunt can't get it out because she had already taken out that day. She had already taken out my dad's money,
Uh-huh.
and they're like, "Oh, well, these fools are trying to launder money."
Yeah.
These fools keeps getting money because I guess like because $500 or $495 is like 9,100 something pesos.
It's a dick load.
It's a dickload over there, so they're like, "Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why did they keep sending the same amount to the same person?" So they didn't let it fly.
Yeah.
So then my sister had to send me another one, but this time to my uncle's name. So now it's a different person. So now it's all good.
So cool.
But as we're waiting outside, I'm tired, dog, and it's hot. Huh?
Falling
So I was
asleep.
knocking out. So they're like, "Oh well, let's let these fools go knock out at their place while these fools go try to pick up the tickets." And they take my mom to the
ATM.
the Mexican markets. No, like
Oh,
San Juan, whatever the fuck it's called over there.
she went to like
I don't know. I guess they kept saying San Juan or something like that. I guess that's the name of that like
No.
market.
is it a market or is it just to go buy little like trinkets to bring
It's
back?
like their little downtown place.
Yeah, to like buy trinkets and shit or
No, because they went
Or
they went to
shoes.
go check on these dresses that they were making for my like niece and
oh
sister and
snap!
shit.
All right, yeah.
So they went down that way. And I was
Did
like,
your parents sleep on the flight? They seem like they have a
My dad did. My dad knocked out. Him and my mom had their own row together because
Yeah.
I guess the other person that was there didn't show up.
Oh, nice. So they
So
just
that fool just laid across all three seats on my mom's lap, and that fool was knocked out.
a king needs his queen.
And the fool just finessed out.
She's like, "Dig, I didn't want to sleep. Whatever."
And then so when we go back, I knock out because I'm like, yo, I gotta catch me at least 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
So I'm not tired.
Mhm.
Then I wake up. My cousins are playing. My cousins are watching some show on Netflix. And I'm like, I'm gonna take a quick shower because I gotta get fresh stuff.
Yeah.
I was gonna take a poop, but
You didn't want to disrespect.
no, someone had clogged it, so I couldn't take a poop because then that
That
means
was
it get
you,
matched up. So I got a little sad, so I just took my shower, but then I felt fresh, so it was all cool.
And then not only I was up. I've been up for like an hour. I was just on my phone reading stupid articles.
That's when that fool called you.
I was like, this was calling me like he's bored. What the fuck, be like, you're in Guadalajara, nigga, go have
I
fun,
didn't have
B.
my car. I didn't have nothing. And we were that's like this was uncle's living in the outskirts.
It's like a cul-de-sac.
Yeah. And then this was because it opened the door. I'm like, oh, this was up already, dog. Fuck it, I'm up then, son.
Why didn't you go and talk to the cousins? What are you guys watching? You seen fucking Stranger Things? Cosas extrañas?
You whip your dick up.
Hey, you fools ever seen this right here, bro?
This is rolled up.
You know what this looks like right here?
You know what this is right here, dog?
And then I was like, I knew they had an Xbox. So I was like, I know they have FIFA because we gave it to them. So I was like, let's throw on some little FIFA partidos right now. Fizz. Warm up for the Classic. Fizz. So
¿Quién que les parta la madre?
pretty much. Fizz. So we play. I beat the oldest. Fizz. Then the youngest beats me. Fizz. Then
I get it.
Then the youngest beats this. Fizz.
I was like, dude, motherfucker got lucky. He got like 15 shots on target, bro.
Then the older one beats the young one. Fizz.
That was the funniest thing.
That was the funniest thing because like you see the dynamic between them where like the old one always beats the other one, and the younger one's getting mad for because like
he's a cheater.
You're a fucking cheater, dog.
And you just see the dynamics of brothers, but like they're just Mexicans, so it's funny because they just keep cussing. And in Spanish, like the young one keeps cussing, but the older one's just laughing at him, like that's cute kind of shit. And that shit was funny. And then my parents come from, they're like, Dick, there's no tickets.
Shut the fuck up.
And then we were like, what? What are you talking about? And then
were you guys sad?
They started laughing. My mom started laughing like,
she saw my face.
They got your dad.
They said they played your dad for a fool, dog.
That some fool try to scam these fools, dog.
What?
They show up to the stadium. And then they ask security.
Because in the beginning of the stadium, if there's nothing going on, even if there's something before the thing, there's a security guard with a walkie in the front, and then he's the people letting cars in. So I'm guessing they asked that fool.
So they asked the security guard like, "Hey, where do we go pick up these tickets we bought?" They're called Chivas Bono, which is just a name for like season tickets.
Yeah.
And then that fool directs him to this one nigga wearing like a laminate vest for like if that fool works there.
Word.
And then they go up to him and they're like,
perpetrator for trying to violate.
And this fool's trying to violate heavy for, and he's like, he's like, oh, you can't buy those tickets over the phone, dog. You can only do it online for like.
You got played.
I would knuckle up with that fool though. You gonna get the rage, homie.
They sold you fake tickets, dog.
Word.
But you're in luck because I got tickets
for tonight's game.
For tonight's game, if you want, but like they might run you a little heavy because it's last minute. And they said my dad's face turned yellow for like that fool got scared. Like, whoa, fool, they got me.
Well, no one wants to tell everyone else like, yo, we came all the way out here, but I got played.
So then they're like, what the fuck? So they go looking like.
By themselves.
Like, oh, well, where's the box office to go see what's up?
Oh, yeah.
And then that fool didn't want to tell them, like, oh, well, you could try, but it's closed right now.
No, the funniest thing, he pretends to call someone, asks for this was guy's name, like, and then, they say they don't have your tickets.
What?
He's going off the deep end.
That's hustler shit.
Oh, definitely.
Deep down shit.
So then they go to the box office and they pick up everything and they're just like,
all
this
there.
was a mad fuck ass
But then he's this was dad's cursing the lady. Hey, there's some fucking asshole out there trying to rip people off.
And your security guard's out here
finessing.
Well, because he's part of it. That fool gets a little cut.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, definitely.
Because as soon as you turn that stadium, like where that security guard's probably at, because
we didn't go. We were not.
No, where that security guard, because I went with before the event started, there's a security guard to not let people into the box. Or if you tell a box, see, this is taquilla, he'll let you in. Because as soon as the stadium starts to curve, that's where the taquilla is in the front.
Yeah.
And that's where it's at. Because I was like, damn, there's some food right there. And I'm like,
you trying to finesse?
No, the security guard just like, hey, I'll get a cut. And anyone who comes through to ask for tickets, I'll just send them to you.
Yeah.
Especially like, because you said a lot of tourists are coming in just for that game.
Dude, yeah, half our plane was full of people.
And if people haven't secured the bag, or even people like your dad who did secure the bag, but they don't know where the fucking box office is at.
Yeah.
There's some dude that looks official enough telling him you got robbed.
Threw him off.
You're like, what the fuck?
He had the gear.
Hey, but I got you. You came all the way over here. Another extra $200, $300, whatever the fuck.
We got you.
Yeah, so
So they come back and they're like, well, everyone should get ready so we could go to the game already, because they were like, yeah, usually there's long ass lines or whatever.
It was getting packed. It gets packed.
Yeah.
Plus, we all wanted to go eat food, so we go to eat. They're like, oh, what do you fools want to eat? I was like, I'm down for whatever.
We're flared up though. Fool.
Everyone's got their kits on.
Their gear.
See, at first I put on my all black, just sleek Chivas kit, but I was like, nah, let's just rock with traditional.
You gotta go with the classic.
Yeah.
And then my aunt gives me this hat. She bought me some dad hat, so I rocked the dad hat.
It's a nice dad hat.
And then we just get all kitted up, fool. Everyone's in their kit, fool. And then we roll out to some fucking Mariscos restaurant, fool.
We get down.
Was it good?
It was fire, dog.
Yeah, it was fire.
It was cheap, dog. It was like for like 8 people with beers. It was like, what is it, 1,000?
It was like 1,500
like
pesos.
$80 total, and we ate like kings.
So that means
dog.
that means it's not even $100.
Damn.
And I was gonna have another plate, but then I look at this food, I'm like, nah, seafood usually fucks me up, so never mind.
Me too. And I had to go take a shit because I haven't shit.
Did you guys shit at the
I
restaurant?
shit at the restaurant.
I was going to food, but
I told this fool they're big, dog. Like I
But
didn't
then we were already leaving, so I was like, oh, I don't want to take time.
this fool when he went there, I'm like, let me get another beer.
As soon as I show up, I'm like, let's see what's up with this drinks menu, B.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? Let me get a Viagra, dog.
What's a Viagra?
It's a Red Bull vodka, fool, but that's what they call
That's
it.
my drink in Vegas. Fool.
They call it a Viagra, fool.
Yeah, next time I go to Vegas, I would just tell my,
And
my
let me get
little.
Viagra, my boy.
She's gonna be like, she's gonna look at me weird. Like, what?
I bet to tell a dude later.
Of course.
And then that fool's like, bet I got you. fool.
Páramela, fool.
And then my parents and everyone, like, because they didn't hear, they're like, oh, what'd you get? For? And I was like, I just ordered a Viagra. For. And they all started laughing, like, what the fuck?
This fool's cousins are laughing because they're teenagers. They're
Yeah, of
dying.
course. Those fools went to the game too.
Nah.
Nah. But they went to
They
the
wanna
restaurant
eat,
to
they
go
wanna
eat.
eat.
Yeah. And
Did your aunt go to the game?
No,
No.
this is
So she drove them back, and you guys drove to
Yeah.
the game.
And then, well, for that, meanwhile, we're like, well, let's go pick up my money. For so we went. We shot through to the place where you go pick up the money. For. And I was like, yo, man, this fucking store is mad. Just exploits people, because that shit's just like, oh, they give credit to anybody. And they let you buy whatever you want on
But the
credit.
interest is fuck.
The interest is fucked.
Yeah,
And they're like, anyone can open up credit even if you don't have a job.
Shut up.
Yeah, you just open up credit, dog. My uncle was like, yeah, anybody gets credit.
That's not
He's
smart.
like, this homeless nigga has credit.
That's not smart.
It's not. I told him, dude, that's how the fucking. There's been multiple crashes in the U.S. economy twice because of credit like that. The housing market and then the first credit crash back in 80s. I was like, a stupid beat. I mean, yeah, it creates a lot more like economy because fools is buying shit, but like eventually someone has to pay up when they don't got money to pay up.
They had some bumping.
Did you open up a credit card line though?
I wanted to, dog.
They had speakers, dog. That looked like they went hammer.
I was like, I should buy some shit. It's like a gang of shit and roll out because they sell bikes and they're like motorbikes. Fool.
Shut the fuck up.
I was like, I bought me
in a store.
in a
Yeah.
it's like a super department
Yeah.
store. Fool. It's like,
like
what
a
Sears.
Walmart.
It's like what Sears used to be. Fool.
Mm.
I was like, I just bought me a little Honda motor dirt bike fool, and roll around in it. Fool.
Wonder if you could give them fake. No, I guess you can. You have to give
With the
proper
internet. Yeah,
documentation.
with the internet, you can check anything.
Yeah.
But do they have the internet there? Their second
Not
tier
if,
country.
not if you call me in. As soon as they're running your shit, I pull the fucking little plug.
You kick the computer. Fool.
Verga.
What are y'all running? Windows 98?
So when we roll out, we roll back, and they're like, there is no Red Bull for you can't get a Viagra,
yeah.
dog. I was like, what? I was like, fuck it, just bring me a Vampiro, so I'll drink that. Fool.
Was that? That's just
It's just like sangria.
Clamato, no? Or sangria?
No, it's just like sangria and like juice and like a little bit of tequila. Fool.
not
That
the
shit
same.
bangs. And then because
Not as hype as a
I ordered a Viagra too, fool, because it was like Red Bull vodka. We
Shit
get
gets
geeked up, fool.
amped up, boy.
I was just like, whatever, a beer and a Viagra, though, give me and oysters, so you know my dick's gonna be hard.
Cause I got me the biggest cocktail they had there, fool. That shit was just
Hey, give me the biggest cocktail, bro.
seafood soup, fool, with everything, fool. Octopus, fool, shrimp, fool, oysters, fool. Everything, fool. Mussels, fool, everything. That shit was bomb.
I got me
Sure.
deep fried
Shrimp.
shrimp wrapped it with bacon and cheese, bro.
I had those in Mexico last time. I thought
But-
they were alright.
Nah, but we're here's fresh seafood. Because
that's the thing. We're like,
closer
hey, I don't
to-
know how fresh this is, bro.
Nah, where we're from is different.
Yeah. So
I
it's
thought
dope.
it was
It's
bomb
good.
for that. Yeah. Then I go back to the bathroom and they have nice ass bathrooms back there.
I should.
Shit.
I had to take it down because I already know me.
Well, I'd rather do it there than in the stadium.
I did. I should at the stadium too, but that's
I
just.
should at the stadium.
That's just
Damn.
That's just because my superstition. Every time I shit at the stadium, my team usually wins. So I'm like,
It worked. Fool.
It
So
worked.
it
Well,
did.
it's
But
tied.
my uncle counteracted it because he took a shit at the stadium
he's a
too.
fucking- he's the opposition.
So everyone who ate mariscos got fucking had that shit at the
No, it
stadium?
wasn't the mariscos that got us. It was all the beer we started drinking.
We've been
Because we
drinking
jet
beer.
out, all us 5 in one car, we jet out. Fool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, they got an auxiliary cable in this one. Fool. So we start bumping mad music. Fool.
Mm-hmm.
And then we see this hype ass buggy fool driving in the street. Fool. And that's just high. Fool. It's like, look at the little buggy. Fool.
Sick.
And then as we're driving, we're just like, we're seeing a gang of Chivas people on like buses. There's just one fool on top of a bus pissing. Fool.
Nah, the funniest, there's a guy next to him. And you know how people usually piss away from traffic? This was pissing towards the traffic.
Dick out and everything.
Yeah, Dick not even covered himself, just pissing on fucking the traffic. that's
Dick
coming.
out on me.
I was like, what's
He's
wrong
an
with this
exhibitionist, bro. He wanted people to see his dick.
Oh, I was just like, damn, dog. It was pissed the other way where there's like,
Nice dick, player.
I was just laughing. Because I was like, well, how drunk is this food? Or is this food doing
Pretty
I
shit
don't know.
face.
Hopefully, yeah.
And then as we're passing through a field, we see this Walmart that's like packed with Chivas fans in their parking lot.
You're on top, food? Like, just,
I was just like,
Was it by the stadium?
no,
10
because
miles?
it was like, it was a couple of exits before because we kept driving.
And then we stopped for beer because you have to stop for beer. Food.
I just kept saying, Dick, if the Chivas win, we riot out of
Oh,
joy,
no, they
fool.
told me there was like 3 Walmarts built around that area because I went to a Walmart near that stadium. Not like not near it, but like a few
No, there was like, I guess it's like
blocks away, like a few miles away.
like, because there was a little fucking like saint or something. They were just partying on the thing on top of it, bro. You
Oh,
see people
shit.
waving flags. I saw I noticed it because it was like fire coming. I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck? Why is there fire coming out of
So
this
they're
bitch?"
praying to a saint for the game?
They just fucking probably had
Just lighting
flares.
shit on fire.
They're
man.
probably flared up. Huh?
Then we go to stop and get beer. Fool.
Yeah.
To tailgate it or what?
Yeah, and they buy like 4, 5, 6 packs. Fool. I was like, this was high. Fool.
Fuck it, huh?
4, 5, 6 packs. Fool. Then we start rolling, pounding beer as we're driving. Fool.
Uh-huh.
And I guess it's illegal, fool, because this was my hide the beer when the cops are around. I was like, what? I was like, this is not legal?
Oh, and then we drank at my uncle's house too, huh? I forgot. Fool.
Yeah, as soon as we got there.
Yeah, we had already been sipping. Fool.
So you guys are buzzing it?
Nah, not yet.
It's hot over there, fool, so you don't get
You're sweating it out.
You
And
s-
we,
you
and
sweat it
I
out
was
like-
I was so fucking excited. It was ridiculous, fool. It was like,
Then we get to the stadium, like we're going near it, and then it's like all the parking is free. Like you don't have to pay for parking for the event.
which had me fucked up. I was like, wait, because I was like, oh, how much is it? Like I got the parking, and I was like, no, it's free.
Oh,
Like,
word?
Like, what do you mean it's free?
How far did you guys park in for the entrance?
It's not far.
Not even like maybe half a block.
We were like, there was light post 1, and we were
Oh,
in
yeah.
between light post 1 and 2.
So we were super close.
Oh, nice. Did you guys get there hella early?
An hour and a half earlier.
So
because we want to see, I'm like, dude, I want to see the fucking
the stadium, the lay of the land. I mean, that's what you guys came for, so you, fuck it.
Yeah.
The environment, fool.
The vibes. Was there already people tailgating?
Oh fuck yeah, there's
Gang of fools.
people
Yeah.
cooking. I saw the coolest shit. I saw people cooking on like in a rim, dog. I was like, that's hype. Like they
In a rim? Like a car rim?
yeah, they put 2 bricks, a car rim, and like a little grill on top, and they were just cooking on the
This
rim.
is hype,
I
fool.
was like, what?
These people are hype, fool. Mickey Mouse shit, fool.
Damn.
And it works. I mean, the fuck, as long as it
They got like a band going and shit.
Yeah. banda?
multiple bands going.
And then, so we take a group picture, then we roll out towards the stadium.
But before we finish, at least 30 beers, dog, or at least 20,
Yeah.
a good 18 pack before.
And where the fuck are you guys pissing? Just between the cars?
No, I don't know what the fuck. I wasn't pissing. Maybe I should just drink Mexican
Because we were
beer.
dehydrating, nigga.
I was.
We didn't have that much liquid in our body to piss out yet.
That's true.
As
And
soon
then
as
they're
you would
like-
drink, you'd sweat it out.
And then there's like 1 6-pack left, so we're like, let's just take it on the go for and we
Yeah.
roll out. So we're drinking, and as we're walking, then we see this group with like a real chiva, like an actual goat.
An actual goat.
They bought a real goat?
Yeah.
People was taking pictures with it. I was like, that's high. For you just bring a real goat.
And this, I don't know why these. I don't know if they went on a wait in line to take a picture with him. I'm like, dude, I have like 200, like 50 pesos. Just give it to them. Just take a picture with it. They're like, nah, let's go. I was like, all right, fuck it.
Oh, shit.
But I guess because we were super close to the stadium by that point.
Where the goat bugs you? Wow.
Nah, that
It's
fool
a little
looked.
baby goat.
He licked the feet and poor goat was staring at the floor the whole time. Imagine me humping it though for good luck. That's good luck. Fool.
Then they're like, oh, well, let's go buy some shit. Fool. And then my dad starts trying to haggle with these fools. And these fools like, dude, we can't haggle. This is official merch. Like,
Yeah.
there's price tags on this bitch. Fool.
And this was like, nah. It was like 125.
He's trying to haggle with the merch inside the stadium or outside?
Outside, but it's official
But
merch.
it's still official
It's
merch.
official merch, though. Fool.
And
Yeah.
this was like 125. Make it $100. I got it right here. And the lady's like, no, that's the price. Nah.
Yeah, because it's not like here where those fools are outside the stadium selling shit that is
There was
bootleg.
people there.
And then the lady's like, dude, we get a cut for the shit we sell, so we can't cut that much off of it. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Or-
officially, like,
It's
it's
licensed.
priced. Yeah, like, it's licensed shit. My dad's like, nah. And then if we just walks away.
Like, oh, we'll buy in the stadium then, dog.
Well, which is dumb, because it's probably packed as fuck in there.
No, but you get 20% with
'Cause
the
we're
season ticket
we're
holders.
season
and shit.
ticket holders.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, it ends up being cheaper. Fool.
Oh, all right.
And they have
And
a
she
little-
couldn't give you the 20% off?
No.
No.
Oh, because it's outside.
They didn't have everything also, which was okay. But
So you guys go inside and try to buy stuff before?
We
or what?
fucking, we have one beer left. We have a 6-pack by the time we got in, so we just
But we got to a point where you can't have beer
Yeah.
anymore. Like,
chugged
yeah,
it.
so everyone's like, grab one. We chug one each.
Mhm.
I just had grabbed one. I'm like, this is bullshit, but whatever.
Me
dog.
too. So I had to chug
I gotta-
one and
I-
then chug another.
one. And then while we're waiting, because there's a huge line, this was mine want to make line. There's a guy like, hey, I'm about to go in. You fools want these fucking Michelobes? I was like, hey, dog, leave them here. We'll handle them. But then I look at this one like, dude, I already got a piss.
That fool he looked at me and he's like, you fools look mad relaxed here, fool. Handle, dog.
With cooler, because that fool was trying to walk in with a cooler and glass beer. Dog.
I was like, this fool's high. Fool's trying with a cooler beer. And the guy looked at him like, dude, you can't bring that in here.
Well, I mean, they make...
And then he's like, what?
He's acting up. Like, are you serious? Gonna hold me up because I'm trying to bring in beer, dog?
Well, I mean, their business is like all on merch and beer and
Yeah,
like concessions.
Yeah,
So they got hella people walking around with concessions.
yeah.
that was the best part.
That's why. That's probably why they don't really check you. But the only thing that they really care is if that you don't bring outside food or drinks.
Yeah.
That's their big concern.
So then we go to the official store for we go in there, but we just cut line because we're like thug if.
Yeah, I see this fool go under. I see this fool's dad go under. I was like, I'm just following this fool's house.
I went under because I was like, hey, fool, this is what it is.
Fuck the
Then
line.
security's like, hey, tienen que respetar la línea, fool.
Nah, I just pretend.
No hagan eso. I was like, well, I'm already over here, fool. What are you gonna do, fool? Then some other fool tries to do in there. He's like, nah.
Yeah.
And they made that other fool make line.
They're
Fool.
not
We're like,
behemoths.
we're in here, fool. What are you gonna do, dog?
Where was your mom the whole time? She was already.
No, she went inside, but this is for the hat section. She went to go look at other stuff.
Because I looked at a hat, I'm like, I want that hat as soon as I saw it.
Oh, because from when we were walking in, I saw the green and red Mexico colored hat with the Chivas emblem, and I told them, that's a nice hat. Fool. That's the hat to get. Fool.
Did your dad get that hat too?
Yeah, you got
we
that
both
hat
got
too.
it.
So I told him, dude, that's a nice ass hat. Fool.
Well, because their new jersey looks like the Selección jersey. It's just a green jersey
Mm-hmm.
Their
with the
patch.
emblem. It looks like the Selección jersey.
Mhm.
And then the green hat with the red.
And then as everyone's making line, I was like, yo, I got a shit for the train's leaving the station. For the call is coming. Fool. So I go to the bathroom, go take a shit. Fool. Fools in there are funny though. Fools just Mexicans talking mad bullshit. Fool.
Clowning or what?
Yeah, so they're clowning each other like they're friends. They're like, hey, you want me to hold it for you or what?
Oh, yeah,
dog?
yeah.
Guys being guys.
Oh, I thought clowning you, dog. Like, oh, this was gonna take a big ass dump.
No, there was a gang of fools shitting. Fool.
Because, yeah, there's a line for shitting and a line for pissing. And I was like, I was on the fence, but I was like, dude, I already know me. I'm superstitious. Because I went after.
Well, I mean, if you do the line for shit, you could do both.
Well, nah, I don't know. I'm just superstitious. So this fool goes takes a dump on me, and this fool's pops. And
But this is way before the game.
No, not way before. It's like 30 minutes before.
Okay,
Kick
but it's
hard.
like, is it packed as fuck already?
Oh, it's fucking decimated, nigga. It's packed everywhere. Because,
So the restrooms are fucked.
oh, yeah, there's piss everywhere.
There's
already.
piss everywhere on the floor already.
Oh, it's
And
nasty.
it's before the game even started, dog.
See, I would go in there and I'd be like, I don't know if I could do it.
Dude, you
Do what? You're gonna be sitting on a toilet anyway.
yeah. No, and the
The
game.
toilets were all fucked up yet.
And the game, I mean, even if they
Oh.
were, you wipe it down, dog, whatever. As long as there's no poop there, you ain't good.
You're good.
If there's poop, I might just just hover over it if I have to do
Then
it.
you
bad.
dumb style. Fool.
Yeah, I might dump it and add to the thing.
Uh-huh.
So this fool's taking a shit while me and this fool's pop are making line, and I'm like, dude, I found my size, and this fool's finds his size, and then this fool's mom finds like stuff, but they don't let her pay with us because that's strictly for the hats. And this fool's pops is fighting with the guy. Come on, just let me pay it, dog. And that fool's like, I can't. Stop being an asshole, bro. And that fool's mom's like, fuck it. Like, she just gave up on it, but then she thought about it. It's like, you know what I want to take her to my grandkids. So where I fucking pay for my hat, and this fool's dad pays for his hat, and then his mom's waiting in line. I'm like, I want to wait with her, but I'm like, dude, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
And I come back, and I'm like, I see this fool. I'm like, where's everyone at? And this fool's pops and Uncle had taken off to their seats.
Because my mom had told them to.
Yeah.
But my dad doesn't tell me that, that your mom said it's okay for, like, she'll just meet us up over there.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting, like, I told him, I'm gonna wait for my mom. Then that fool's like, cool, fool. And then that fool just takes off. I was like, you piece of shit, dog. Because when I go inside, because we've been waiting, I go in there and my mom's next to pay.
15 minutes.
And then she's like, oh, no, I told your dad to tell you all you fools to go. Like, I'll meet you fools over there. I was like, this fool, dog.
Damn.
And the fools are mad. But as I'm waiting outside that store for everybody, this fool comes out for, like, this fool that does, that fool does Mexican TV, I guess. I don't know, his fool's name is Rodolfo or something.
Uh-huh.
These fools come up interviewing fans, and then there's this bitch with, like, a real Chivas mask on, for, like, she looks like a real gopher. And her gimmick was she was acting like a gopher, like...
Oh, shit.
She's out here moving her head like a gopher, licking people like a gopher.
Licking people?
Yeah, so the guy's like, oh, let me do it with you. Like, let me shoot an interview. And that fool's like, and you fool stand in the back hyped up, fool, so I put on my lucha mask on. That fool's like, yeah, that's cool. That's high.
I didn't know this would happen. I was taking care of business.
Yeah, because remember you came out, I was like, dude, I was on TV.
Hey, when you told me, I was like, where's the crew at? Let's go. Let's fucking start some shit.
It was funny, though, because as soon as the interview started, some other fool comes up and just puts stuff on the headlock. I started dying, dog. I was like, yo, you fools are rowdy, B.
And this is the beginning of the game. It hasn't even started.
And then that fool's like, chinga tu madre, get off me, dog. And then that fool chases that fool off. And then he's like, all right, sorry, fella, let's do it again, guys.
There's mad big doggy somebody who plays
And
some
you know
of
what? I saw a lot of Russell Wilson fucking shirts. I was
Yeah,
like,
there's a gang of fools with Russell Wilson Seahawk jerseys.
weird.
Seahawks?
Yeah, which is weird. I
They're
mean,
just ganged out.
I was like, why are they Seahawks? But maybe they're just from Seattle. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they're from
So
Seattle.
then we go to our seats. We shoot up in the elevator, fool. Then one of the, I don't know if that fool does like the announcing or that fool's part of the media, fool, but that fool goes in there with his crew, fool. Those fools are all bullshitting. Fool,
Oh,
with the
yeah. And
security
he's
guard.
like, how come you didn't let me smoke in the elevator before?
He's like, how come when I asked you if I can smoke in the elevator, you said no, dog? I'm not supposed to, fool, but I can, though.
He's like, yeah.
And the security guard's like, shut up. And the fool's like,
Let's change jobs and fucker. See how easy it is. Man. And that fool's like, you don't got the face for it. Or, you know, some fucking.
just calls that fool ugly, bro. It's just funny.
And we're just chuckling in the back. Fool.
And then one of the other guys is like, Dig, you're fucking rude. You didn't say happy birthday to this.
Oh, yeah. ¿Vas tu cumpleaños?
No, stupid. And then we go and then we get to our seats and we're like, oh shit, dog. Like the view's nice. Fool. Like you could see the whole thing. And then
But any seat there looks dope, right? Like even
that's
the
the beauty of
rafters.
it. It's a bowl. Fool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're architecturally fucking pretty sound.
Yeah, it's a bowl. Like it's 3 levels. It's the ground level, media box level, and then the upper level. But no matter what level you're at, the way it's built, it's nice.
Yeah, it looks good.
Like it's a good view because it's built bowl style. And then it's built to where like when you walk in, like the Rose Bowl, when you walk in, you're at the ground level.
Mm-hmm.
The first rows go down. So when you're going up, it's not like you're going that much up. You're just really going up like 1 floor maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's a good view because they build into it.
Yeah.
And I buy me a beer full of fools come over. I'm like, let me get 2 beers.
Yeah.
It was like a large cup of beer for it's like 24 ounces for?
Yeah.
About that was like 90 pesos was like $5 only for. I was like, this is just cheap for this is like 3 this is like 2 beers for.
That's dope.
No, I start pounding. I put on my Chivas Lucha mask. People are like, oh, let me get a photo with you. Fool. Let me get a photo with you. So I'm out here snapping for looking crazy.
Has the game started yet?
No.
No, and then the game starts. Yeah, then the game starts. Like the music starts going. So
I didn't know they didn't sing the fucking not the
national anthem.
They didn't sing the national anthem.
I was like, yo, this is gangster. Because you can feel the vibe. Feel like
You feel
because they got a diehard fan club section.
The
We're
diehard
sitting by
fans sit
Yeah, so we're sitting.
basically like the hooligans.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're sitting at the corner kick to the left of them.
So you guys are right near the hooligans.
Yeah, so you could see them when you look to the right. You see them down there, and those fools are drumming and jumping up as like one section and in unison, and that's just like that passion. You can feel it, and it's electrifying. I started getting goosebumps. Like, oh shit,
I
dog,
was like, why do these people care this
we're
much about
here, dog.
And you're poor, you don't got shit else. You put all your faith in that shit.
And that's when you're like, oh, this shit's like
It's religion to them.
it's like Friday. It's like high school football, college football, and
'Cause
NFL
there's, like,
football,
band.
all rolled up into one, dog. Because you get the excitement of like high school football where it's like you care about the people that are playing because like there's somebody to you, feel?
Yeah.
Because like because the whole Chivas team is like they're Mexicans and like
It's personal.
it's personal. Then it's like you get the college atmosphere because it's like it's
Tailgating.
partying and there's music involved
Yeah.
and like then you get the NFL level of like
It's professional.
this shit represents your city for like
Yeah.
this is pro level shit. And you could just feel the atmosphere, and that's when I got hyped. I was like, "This is dope, dog."
It's like any other thing you've ever witnessed before. Like
Nah, I've
another
never
game?
felt the energy in that stadium in any other sporting event.
And I've been to fucking anything you could think of.
And we're like, I've been to playoff football.
Yeah.
I've been to college football.
I don't think maybe a college bowl game. Other than that, I haven't been. Like I've been to
But the electricity in that stadium was crazy, dog.
people chanting, people drinking.
Like USC, UCLA don't match it.
No, I mean I think there was more people at the USC UCLA game, but
What?
Well, because that stadium only holds like 47,000 people,
total. You know,
Oh.
so it's like it's big, but not like
so it's not Rose Bowl big.
but it's big.
But that's why you can feel everything more because like all 47,000 fools are like
Chanting.
chanting and singing like.
And surprising, there was not that many people of the opposite team, which I found weird. But I was like, okay, that's okay for us.
But yeah, and then you're just drinking and like
We're drinking, we're yelling shit,
Having fun.
we're chanting with the fucking people because they started chants.
yeah, and then the chants like they're so repetitive that you could just
Catch on.
you catch on to them and you start remembering them. Then like
That's what's up.
25 minutes in,
They score a goal,
the
right?
home team scores a goal for
Electric.
electric dog. That shit goes in, it hits the back net. You instantly shoot up, hyped up.
we all stand up.
I got a quarter of my beer if I chuck it for, cause I'm so excited and happy for like, dig, we're gonna win, dog.
I thought so. Like, nigga, it's over, dog. These fools can't test our gangster, dog. We're clapping fools that we have never met. We're like the next fools are. I'm shaking the guy next to me, fool. And it's some old man. Fool. He's probably freaked out. Fool.
And then the fool in front of me gets mad beer spilled on him. Fool.
Damn.
There's a fool toss, dude. Fool.
You have to toss it though, fool. And there's like, cause at every entrance there's 2 federal cops and stadium security, fool. So like,
I thought they were gonna say
Dodger Stadium shit.
if you do shit for like, they see it for, and they saw it, but they didn't say anything to me for.
I guess that's not a drag out offense.
You just
It's
throw
most
beer.
like, I guess if you start fights or some shit.
You start.
There was
fights with
one
them.
guy that didn't even make the stadium. They put that fool in cuffs. So then that fool was like, I know the sergeant. Fool. So they might have played probably.
Before the week you're getting in, there's some fool getting dragged already.
Damn.
That fool's drunk though. And then the game continues, and as the game's going, you're just hyped up because like you can feel the energy. It's a good game. The rival team scores back, they tie it up. Everyone's like, "Oh, boo!"
But it finishes in a tie.
Yeah, it finishes in a tie.
In the halftime, though, one of their. I mean, I don't know if he's a legend.
He's a legend. He's a legend of the
Look,
team.
He's
Yeah.
one of our favorite players because we saw him growing up.
Yeah.
That fool had one glove that was red and one glove that was
Why
white.
I still to this day I don't understand. Like
What the gloves were for?
It was all swag when he wore number 100.
And he listened to nothing but EDM.
That's pretty.
You remember listening to like that shit where everyone's like, we don't know what the fuck's up with this. So he bumps EDM in the locker room like crazy.
And just fucking gets ready, dog.
Yeah, so that fool comes out and they do give him like a trophy,
Give him
or,
a trophy, like an honor.
but not even retire his jersey. Just kind of like
No.
just
I
get
don't
the
think they're
just
retired. So maybe
just
they
for-
Fool's excited for
get
Paulo.
the
It's a
crowd
classic.
get pumped. So they do. The game's over, finishes in a tie.
Then
Yeah.
I have to go piss because I've drank me like 4 or 5 beers that I bought.
I just go piss after because that's what I always do.
Yeah,
And I know like when we leave like
Maybe a little minute.
it's like a 30-minute drive back to their house. So
yeah.
that's if there's no traffic.
No, yeah, you're gonna. So you should piss now.
Yeah, so I want to go piss, and then as we're coming out, I was like, oh, look, they're over there. So we go walking that way. We go down one flight of stairs, and then we see my mom stopping at the elevator. And she's carrying the bag of the merch, so I was just like, oh, well, we might as well walk with her.
Yeah.
Because last thing we wanted is her to get jacked. So
Yeah.
then we see some food. We see some food with like little Chiva dolls. So we're like, let's get this food. We steal this little monito.
A doll?
Yeah, like a little plushie.
A plushie, because the idiot just left the car next to us. And I'm like, he left. I'm like, and I winked at Juan, and Juan already knew. I'm like, he's gonna grab one. I'm gonna grab one.
So I move on the other side of the cart where the other ones are at too. And I'm like, we get one of these. It's
We
cool.
good.
Yeah.
Free fucking merch.
But then that fool kept looking back at us.
I was like, fuck. He felt the vibe.
And then when the elevator opened, there was mad stuff, so we couldn't even jet out.
Just
So I
get
was
in,
like,
get out.
never mind.
All right.
So we go back. We're on our way out, and like, fools are chanting, like, oh, you fools are faggots, like,
Yeah.
typical soccer chants.
Yeah.
And then we stop by, we pick up some more merch. I told my mom, take the lady's not looking, let's take it, put it in your bag. And she calls me an idiot, like, we're not going to do that, what's wrong with you?
I stole a keychain. But I don't know the fuck the keychain's at now.
I told, fine, we'll pay for it then. And then I paid for it. And I was like, where's your heart, Mom? She's like, you're an idiot, dog.
Are you a hooligan or not?
I told her, you're a diehard or not, Mom. Let's hooligan out.
Mm-hmm.
And we make it back to the car. And then as we're waiting there.
Are you guys are waiting in the car?
No, out the car. Because they got keys.
Well,
They
yeah,
got
outside, but outside of the car.
Of the car we came in.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were still waiting inside the stadium, just
No.
like somewhere in the stadium.
No,
Why?
we already made it to the car.
The plan is to everyone meet at the
Everyone
car.
meet up
bro.
at the car.
Everyone meet at the Winchester. Come on.
Cause then we get there and I'm like, oh, these fools are taking forever. But I already know, like, my dad's been known to get lost and shit. Like, I'm always usually the first one to make it to the car.
Yeah,
Because I have a good sense of direction. I have a good sense of, like, oh, this is where the car was at.
like Kanye. Remember when we got out and then it was just following Juan?
No, we were following dumbass Roman, dog, and he got us lost.
You fools got lost because I had to stay back because Joe had nicked some bitch's purse.
He
And I had to take care of the situation,
He
man.
finessed it.
Oh yeah, we 360'd around the whole fucking forum.
We let that fool fucking guide us, a sober one. Fam.
Nah, well, I think that fool, he
And I forgot.
panicked and left. He
And
just-
Because I told you fools, hey, get this fool out of here. I'll finesse the situation.
but then we met up with you and you're like, dig is taken care of, dog.
Because I was just in the car chilling already. Because again, my good job had called me like, hey, what happened? And I was like, oh, I called out earlier. And then I was just waiting in the car.
you guys
I
are
was like, I ain't fucking standing outside this car when I have a chance to be in the car.
You guys are waiting.
By the car, and then my mom's like,
Something happened.
these fools probably got in a fight or something.
And I'm
So I was
chucking like, nah. Like, dude, it was peaceful. It was a tie.
I was like, these
No
fools
one
are
really,
old, dog.
no one really got robbed. Like either way. So like, no one's really like, why they talk? Like,
Yeah.
it could go. It went either way.
And then they're still not there, and you're like, oh yeah, probably something happened.
I'm like, oh,
Something's going on.
Because then my mom starts talking about how like my dad has a bad sense of direction. Like this one time, we went to the
Motocross, yeah.
Monster Jam finals in Vegas. Our van was like the last car left in the parking lot before we found it because this fool had forgotten completely
because he dropped
where he
them
left
off.
it. Because that fool had dropped us off by in front of the stadium, and that fool went to go get parking. So he's the only one that knew where it was at.
Ugh.
And we're like, this was an idiot. Dog.
Went to the strip.
And then my mom was just fucking heated because we basically waited till everyone was gone from we
So you could see it.
And then because that van didn't have the fucking old school where like you
Find my car, whatever.
hit the button and that shit starts
beeps.
honking.
Yeah.
So you literally had to find that shit. And then we're like, oh yeah. And then as we see them come, I'm like, why is my uncle only wearing a fucking muscle shirt,
Wife
B?
beater,
Oh,
dog.
wife beater?
What happened to this fool's jersey, dog?
Uh-huh.
And that fool just is like, oh, let's all get in the car and roll out, foot. And I was like, all right. And my dad's like, they fucking stole my homie's jersey, dog.
Let's go find these fools, dog.
It's just like, you believe these pieces of shit stole some fool's jersey? What kind of people
we
do
didn't say that he was wearing the opposite.
Yeah, he's a
team
rival.
jersey. He was a rival team.
He supports the rival team.
Yeah.
But that fool was wearing like the home team's hat because he bought a hat at the official store
For his
too
brother.
to rock it. Fool.
Yeah. Well, first off, flip flopper, you can't rock both teams.
It's his brother for his brother.
My fool kept saying I'm neutral, dog.
He's feeling not worth shit. I just wore a neutral.
But you
color.
gotta rock your colors to a game for his hype, fool.
Is he an actual America fan?
No, yeah, he is. He's a diehard. Like, he loves America,
Yeah,
fool.
he knows the team and shit.
Like, he fucks with, like, his sons are America fans because he is, fool.
Yeah.
Oh snap! So,
Everyone's deep, huh?
so it was legit. I mean, if I'm an America fan, I wouldn't wear a hat though. I just like carry it in the bag.
Yeah, but he's catching the vibe. Because he's just about having a good time, fool. That's the thing about my uncle. Like,
all right.
that fool's just about having a good time.
Well, he's trying to show you guys a good time.
Yeah, so that fool rocks his little hat, fool. That fool's been sipping. That fool had to take a massive shit because he said that all the beer fucking fucked his stomach up, and that fool had to go shit himself, fool. And that fool's like, I'm gonna shit myself, dog.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So yeah, and then we're in the like.
So wait, how did he get stomped out?
So they start telling us a story as we're in the car. Like, my dad's all disillusioned because he's like,
My fan
the
base.
fan base I'm a part of, they're a bunch of fucking fools that jump people. They got no honor. Fool. What kind of people fuck up a family event like this? Fool?
A family event.
He's
not a
like, you
family
believe
event.
these fools don't respect the shield? Bro? They don't respect the creed of the team.
It was
Bro.
like an Eagles fan being upset that they're pieces of shit. Like, dog, we know what we are. It's just,
It's soccer.
I
own it,
couldn't
bro.
believe it, fool.
Oh.
That his own team and his own fan base was there were pieces of shits that jump fools, dog.
Montoneros.
And then that fool's like, Dick, I got, like, if I could right now, fool, let's just go beat up a fucking Chivas fan, bro. So this fool's so heated that he wants to go beat up one of his own fan base
That
members.
did nothing wrong.
That did nothing wrong.
Oh,
He
just
chose to
fuck
go-
up a
No,
random.
that fool's like, just pull over and fuck one of these fucking Chivas fans up, bro.
Let's just
What's
smash
wrong with
a.
you, fool? You're fucking crazy, dog.
Let's smash a rando.
How the fuck are we just gonna fuck up some nigga list? Cause that fool rocks with the same team you rock with, bro. And then they start telling us what happened. From my uncle's like, yeah, me and your dad was just chit chatting, laughing, walking, and then some fucking youngster comes up and just smacks him in the back of the head. Bro.
Just goes on mass soap.
Well,
Sapope,
they went left instead of right, and left is where the fucking
the diehards. That's where the
fools
diehard
are.
section.
So he walked towards the hooligans wearing the
walked to
rival
actual,
shirt.
the actual hooligan.
So as this young kid smacks him in the back of the head, my uncle goes, "Fuck your mother, dog.
Yeah.
You ain't worth dick, nigga." And he chases off after him because the kid runs. Huh? And then this fool,
Like young?
yeah,
Yeah, he said he was young, like 18, 17, like 19, around
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah.
He was a youngster, fool. And then that fool just takes off running after him, fool. And my dad was like, "Oh fuck, dog, this fool like cagó," because my dad just like what he pictures in his head is what happened to my mom's younger brother. Like, because when you take off and you're by yourself, fool, like you get jumped, fool. Like my uncle almost lost his eye that way. Like that fool has a glass eye now, and that fool almost died because it happened. To him.
Yeah.
That's all he's pictured in his head. So that fool
He
takes
takes
off
off.
to find him, and what my uncle says as he's running, he's like, I chased that fool for a good 50 meters, dog. He's like,
And the other fool's whistling.
but as he's running after him, the kid starts whistling like he's
Calling everyone else.
He's basically calling out for help. For like, digga, I'm gonna get rocked up. And then my uncle says he just sees like 20 fools start hopping fences, fool. and that they all just run up and start bombing on him. And they all
they see is a rival dude come towards the hooligan trying to chase a kid. That's all they're seeing.
Yeah, and then they just start bombing on this fool, dog. And my uncle's like, now I'm fighting like 5 fools, dog. and he's like, but these fools ain't shit, fool, because they still couldn't knock me down, dog. And this fool's just swinging, fool, and that fool's catching just heat, fool. And then that fool's just yelling. And that fool's just yelling, I don't got beef with you, fools. I just want that one motherfucker. Let me fuck this nigga up right quick. Let's see who's a man, fool.
The beefing with you, fool.
The beef ain't with the rest, and then this fool's getting jumping. My dad's like, "Hey, stop jumping this fool, dog.
He's the homie.
This fool's my homie, fool. And I fuck with the same team you fools fuck with."
So this
fool.
fool's dad's credit, he jumped in front of him, like in front of the fool, 5 fools jumping his uncle.
And that fool starts invoking Dick. We rock with the same team,
and
fool.
they stop for they stop.
They stop and they're like, Dick, don't get involved. For this beef has nothing to do with you. And that
Hey,
fool's
we
like,
are all bloods here. Or is that not correct?
and this fool's like, fuck you mean? This has nothing to do. This is my boy right here.
It's my fool, yeah.
This is my boy, dog.
Yeah.
You fools can't fuck my boy up like this, man.
He did nothing wrong.
He's done nothing.
You did nothing to disrespect y'all.
And then that's when they're like, all right, if you don't want us to fuck this fool completely, tell that fool to give us his jersey, fool. Hand that shit over, fool.
What?
And then my uncle, like, he started looking around and he sees like there's like 30 fools.
There's like more
now.
and more people coming, dog.
And more fools just flocking to the scene, like, let's get this fool.
Well, it's just the rule at this point.
So then this fool was like, all right, fool, you fools can have my jersey. This shit ain't worth the shit, fool. And he throws it on the floor, fool. And he's like, but, fool, I'm going to give you this jersey, fool, but let me get one-on-one with this, fool, dog. Let's see who the fuck can go right now, fool.
Who's the GOAT, fool?
I want a shot at it, fool. Let's see who's a man right now, man. And he just starts kind of looking at faggot like, let's go, dog, you fucking little bitch, man.
But the kid wouldn't fight him?
No, of
No,
course
it's a
not,
kid.
fool. You seen this fool's just fighting 5 fools and this fool can't get knocked down, fool? The little kid don't want no part of that, fool. The fool's live and out here.
Behold, like, maybe 20 feet from that happened, there's 2 police officers.
There's 2 cops, fool.
Well, the cops ain't doing shit.
Fuck no.
So after he gives up his shirt, fool, and they roll out, fool, both of them start saying to the cops, you fools ain't worth shit, fool. You fools go fuck your mothers, fool. Like, what kind of fucking fools just stand there? Like, what do they pay you fools for?
This fool's like, you can't mess with those fools. They're like that.
Those are the diehards, like, fools know, fool. Like,
And then this fool's uncle's like, hey, I'm gonna try something. Hey, I'll give you 300 pesos, which is like equivalent to $20. If you bring me that kid, fool, nothing's gonna happen. I ain't gonna kill him. We're just gonna fight. Fool.
he's like, look, all you gotta do
Just bring him to
is
me.
bring that kid. We go to the parking lot, fool. And me and that fool just fight it out, dog.
Squad.
If he fucks me up, fool, hey, that fool bested me, fool.
If I fuck him
But
up.
if I fuck that fool, I bested him, and we leave it at that, fool. But he's like, but I want my shot, fool. This fool disrespected me, and this shit can't go undone like that, fool.
The cop's like, nah, dude, because
It don't work that way.
That fool's like, nah,
Fuck no.
if we go drag that fool out, fool, they're
The whole
gonna
crowd-
fucking
the
stomp
crowd-
us out.
The crowd will turn on
He's
them.
like, you can't fuck with that section, fool. And then those fools are like, fuck it. Then my dad starts going, what, fool? But you fools would have stepped in if I would have had my heat and just blasted like 10 of these fools up. Then you jump in, fool.
That's a terrorist threat, dog.
Big T's just
that fool's like, I either got my heat or my fucking bat, fool. Just
He's
batting.
like, those fools are lucky I didn't have my heat or my fucking whoop stick on me, bro. He's like, let's go get a whoop stick and just start batting some fool up. Bro.
Yeah, and
He
then
was just trying to get a 4x4 and get whoever, dog.
And then my dad kept telling my uncle, hey, go call El Chato, which is me, so we could go jump these fools back, bro. But my uncle's cell phone was dead, bro. And those fools just like, let's just roll.
I mean,
man.
what the fuck were they gonna do? Hey, come to section 103. How about to jump the hooligans? Man?
I'm with it though,
It would've
bro.
been a good
They're
story.
your own team.
But it's a funny, as long as I don't get my glasses broken
That's what I say. All I care about is as long as
and my wallet's
my
stolen.
Versace frames is intact, bro. We's good.
Well,
bro.
not just because I can't see much.
So
That's like going to Dodger Stadium and beating up your own fans in the pavilion too, where the gully.
but you
at.
gotta have your homies back, bro.
Yeah.
Don't be a Giants fan, for that's the number one
You
thing.
get thrown off the fucking top 10.
Hey, I went in Atlanta Falcons color the Rams game, fool, but who am I, fool?
LA Rams are still not.
diehard fans.
They're not diehard yet. They need a couple more years or winning.
Yeah.
I'll die hard, fool. I'll get down.
Because with the Eagles game, there was more Eagles fans than Rams.
Yeah.
It was a fucking Eagles home game.
But
Either way, so those who show up and then you guys are you guys laughing or are you guys worried?
at first I felt bad,
I
but
felt bad because I'm like, that fool has shown us a good time. The game
Like,
was great, dude.
should've
Like,
been there.
the game was great. Well, no, in my head, I told him like that's so you never separate from the
yo,
group.
if
fool.
it was
like,
all 4 of us,
It's the buddy system.
well, no, we would.
all 4 of you versus
No, no,
30.
We got a shot from.
but the thing is, like,
They wouldn't have gone the wrong way.
you have to remember that these people aren't as big as us, fool, so we do look like
Menacing.
menacing. Like, there's an
Oh, yeah.
intimidation factor
There was people.
of 2 6-foot Mexicans. And like one of them is like 400 pounds, which was like, "Yo, am I really gonna be the nigga that goes after the elephant?" Fool? Like that's when you get stomped, fool.
That's the first.
I mean, if he runs, you don't catch him. But
But if I get him, though, fool,
if you could get
If he
one,
runs for taking off my shoe for using the arm that God gave me and knocking him down.
what's the spiral, pussy?
hey, this is football. Fool. Just
Well,
taking
no,
up.
the thing is, they would have gone the wrong way, so they would have never encountered that group. They would have gone the right way.
They would have
off
gone
the
with
bat.
us. Fool. They would have just encountered.
Yeah, if they would have just walked through the layman's regular fans,
everyone
not gone
else-
through the hooligan
Everyone else is
section.
normal.
But they got drawn into the hooliganism because some fool smacked that fool in the back of the
Yeah.
head and took off.
I'm like,
It
But see,
seems like-
because the kid that smacked him knows which way he was running, though.
yeah.
Like, he knows if I smack him and I run this way, I'll get back up eventually.
So it seems like a setup, dog.
That's what I told this one. Like, dude, they're trying to sell him.
I don't know if it's a setup or not, because, like, a setup, they would have just stomped that fool out.
No,
just
not like a.
cause-
It's just a
No,
setup.
well, the
of-
kid knew what he was doing.
No, definitely.
That's
what-
why he ran that way,
What
not
did they do
this
with
way.
the jersey? Burn it, chant it,
They
stomp
did
it.
They probably just took it with them as a trophy, fool.
They're gonna say
They
this.
bet-
Or they
That's
sell
just-
it or whatever the fuck they're gonna do with it. But that fool said as that fool was getting jumped by 5 fools, some fool tried to steal his phone, fool.
Uh-huh.
Like they're reaching in his pocket.
World
But,
Star shit?
but he got so happy that they did that because when the kid or whoever the fuck he was fighting did that, he reached down and he left his face completely open. Fool. And that fool said, "This one's mine," and he just fucking clacks that
Temple
fucker.
shot that
He
fool?
temple shot at that fool, and that fool got rocked, fool, and he went down, fool. And he said, "Hey, at least I got one for good measure, man." He's like, "Yeah, these fools try to steal my shit, fool." And then my dad didn't see that he had the lanyard, like the season ticket.
Uh-huh.
And my dad's like, "I thought they had stole your season ticket, dog." And that fool's like, "Nah, that shit's tatted on my chest, nigga. They can't steal this from me, bro." He's like, "I'll never give this up." I was like, "Yo, this fool's crazy,
I
man."
haven't noticed, dude. I don't think they probably noticed.
They probably did. I don't know. So they just
Nah,
they wanted to jump a fool.
Yeah, they got him what they got it. They got
Well, because their pride is intact.
But hooligans, they probably got season tickets of their own. They don't want the season ticket.
No,
They just
but-
want to stomp some food.
No, but you can always sell that. But their
No.
pride was intact that they stomped some food, dog.
I'm
But they didn't want to.
Snapchatting
But they didn't
that
want to stomp out their own people.
They had respect because I'm like, dude, your dad didn't get like. I asked him, didn't hit you? He was like, no, they stopped when I was in front of the guy,
They respected the shield, man.
which was like, I don't
But he
know.
couldn't parlay completely, for they had to give up the shirt for.
Well, no, because that fool changed. If we would have changed,
What's
him,
the shit from fucking Pirates of the Caribbean when
Parlay,
you
fool.
it have a parlay?
He was.
I like
He
to
was-
parlay.
He's like, no, fuck, don't give up your shirt when there's 30 foods there. I'm
My
like,
dad was like, "Don't give up your shirt for."
I was like,
Your dad's like, be a man, dog. Get stumped out like a
fuck, they're gonna get stomped out of your
No,
shirt.
he just invoked that no one should get fucked up and everyone go their way. Fool.
Can we
Let's
all-
bygones be bygones.
I
Fool.
was trying to. What's the homie that got beat the fuck out by LAPD? Can't we all just get along?
Nigga got Rodney King.
Fucking Rodney King.
No, he didn't. Thankfully, dog, because that would have.
Because they never dropped them. All 5 of those.
Oh no! If they drop her, everyone starts kicking
Then
them.
you
That,
when you start getting stomped out, you're done. Fool.
no, it's a wrap.
But they couldn't knock him down. For that fool was too loose with it. Fool.
Fool says
That fool says that fool was just swinging for and ducking and dodging.
The fool reminds me of one of those car wash fools, like those floaties. Fool, he's just fucking moving, dog.
He was moving. Fool.
Ace,
So then we start
he's got
driving.
a chin on him, fool.
That fool has a chin on him.
Sinaloa.
Because when I would go in the car, I see
No
a
one
little
said
black eye
anything,
forming
yeah.
by his
I
eye.
didn't say anything. He's like, did I get hit? You didn't get tagged, dog.
Because he said that while he was fighting with the 5 fools, he just kept saying, "Hey, no one hit me in my face, though, B. That's my money maker, dog. No one hit me in my face, B.
I'll make my money. Soy modelo, fool. No me peguen en la cara.
The fool just no me peguen en el rostro, fool."
That fool sounds funny, dog.
No, he is. That fool's a good
That
time.
was like my uncle, like Chino's dad. But,
Daniel.
yeah, just a chill, super chill dude. That's just
Laid back, dude.
laid back as fuck. Fool.
So then we're driving back, and that fool's like, "Yeah, they got me." And now he's laughing about it with
Which I'm
us.
like, that's fucking. That's
That's why I give him the respect. Where
I
he's
would have
like,
been fucking.
"My boy, they just stomped you out and stole your jersey, my boy." But he's like, but now I know for sure that the Chivas, those fools ain't shit, man. They couldn't get me, though.
Five fools.
They couldn't put me on my ass, fool.
They couldn't fucking get me. I know these fools ain't with the shit, man. And they jumped me like
I
bitches.
can't believe your dad, like, dude, your dad loves the Chivas. For that fool being upset on his own team and wanted to squab some food from
That
his
fool
own.
said that they had disillusioned him, man.
Okay.
That he was super disappointed in the fan base. That they were a bunch of low class.
At this fucking family event, how dare they?
But we're all of us are pissed drunk.
It's funny if you say that like at a Ringling Brothers. But like if you go to the circus and
Oh,
someone
you get
stomps out, if someone stomps you out at the circus, and then you're like, "Hey, this is for the children,
that
dog."
is a family event. Okay.
But at the fucking soccer,
He
game,
couldn't believe that the fan base was so low class and crass. For that
this was never gone to a USC UCLA game.
But
Motherfuckers
I
get
told you.
stabbed,
that
bro.
these fools
we're
have no
walking to the
that these
stadium
fools had no
for
honor. For.
and they're getting stomped out.
Because my uncle's like, nah, we can't just blast foods or anything. He's like, I just wanted to go hands with that food. Like, I wanted to test hands, food.
Hand sanitizer full of hit
And then that fool started saying, I wanted to see if I still had it. Dog.
So Creed 6, boy.
But then my dad keeps saying, hey, I gotta take a piss.
Yeah, we're going back home.
Hey, pull over, I gotta take a piss.
But this was still hyped. Like, they didn't stop me up.
And this fool's still talking about, but they didn't get me though. But
He's not listening, fool.
he's not listening. And then I find tell my uncle, oh yeah, this fool needs to piss. Pull over with the next time you can. So we pull over by this motel, fool. And then this fool just starts pissing, fool. And this fool's pissing for a minute, fool. And I'm dying, fool. My uncle's like, this Snapchat, this. He's like, dude, that'd be a funny video, dog. I start dying when I take my phone out, pretend to snap that fool with the flashlight, man. The fucking panic that fool out, fool. But I was just pissing. He don't give no fuck. He's just pissing. And then as he coming in the car, he's like, damn, I'm mad pissed. He's like, but I still managed to piss myself. I was like, yo, fool. And then as we're driving,
What
fool,
did your mom say, fool?
No, she's quiet.
the fool got stomped out?
No, what did your mom say about that fool pissing himself?
Oh, we were laughing
We were
because
all
this
laughing at him.
this fool's an idiot, fool.
Oh.
And then as we're passing, this fool just stops under an underpass,
I was like,
fool.
what is this, dog?
And he's like, I have to go pray to the Virgin, fool. And there was just like this fucking,
Huge fucking statue.
like a shrine, fool, with candles, fool, under a bridge, fool. And
Yeah.
I was like, yo, is this fool for real, fool? Like, this fool's putting in death wishes or what, fool? Now this fool just goes and pisses, fool. My uncle's like, all right, I'm done praying. And then we just pull up into a 7-Eleven and go buy beer, fool. And we buy some beer and some chips because I'm like, I'm hungry, fool. I'm trying to snack, fool.
The funniest thing, there's another Chivas fan. Like, they didn't go to the game, and he's asking the score. This was 1-1. It was a good game. And that fool's like, hey, you seem like a chill dude. You want a beer? And this was that pissed drunk. I'll take it, dog.
Piss on himself.
And he didn't even like the beer he gave him. He's like, oh, is this shit, dog? I was like, I'll drink it, nigga. I like that beer.
But when first when that fool comes up, my dad has this angry tone. Was like, fuck you trying to say right now, B?
Well, he's still mad at the fan base, fool.
He's the old man who's got lucky to get woo-wop on site, fool. I was like, this fool's gonna kick this nigga in the chest, fool, and say, you stole my boy's jersey, dog. And then so we're like, fuck it, let's roll back. And then as we're driving,
You guys didn't grab dinner?
we were wild. There was the homie got jumped, fool.
So
We were gonna go get tortas ahogadas, fool, but the food truck that was there had left already, so we couldn't.
you guys gonna go to a restaurant because homeboy got jumped?
His homeboy got jumped, so we're trying to get back because this was just in a muscle shirt, fool. And he needs to charge his phone back up, fool. So then we're driving back, and in the middle of the street, we see some hooker, fool. She's just in like a little mini skirt, like a Levi mini skirt and a Levi tank top. And we're just like, oh yeah, dog. My uncle's like, dig, let's hit her up, dog.
Let's leave this fool. Let me bring my oldest fool so they make it.
The fool's like, let's go drop off your mom and let's go hit this up.
See what's up.
My dad's like, yeah, let's hook it up for these fools, dog. Because then we keep driving and then there's like a strip club right there. He's like, let's all come back to this. And we're all laughing. And then my uncle starts talking about how like, I'll be trying to set up my son, but that fool be tripping on me.
That fool's like, you're too much, Dad. Why do you always ask me my fuck?
He's always asking his son to be fucks.
And yeah,
like he says, I try to hook him up with this chick, fool. And what he did was in front of her, he was like, "You're down to hit it or what?"
She asked her or him?
He asked him in front of her, fool. Like,
oh, that's mad
dude,
embarrassing.
you down to hit it or what? Fool? Like,
fucking
lentas or what, dog?
that's some bad shit, dog.
And then the son's like, "Why you always do this shit?" Like he's done it multiple times. Dog.
No, I didn't even catch that, dog.
It's like, yo, how many times is this one just?
That's what I want to know.
How many times is this one
It's
trying
like
to pawn
every
his son
restaurant
off on a bitch? Man?
You're at a restaurant and your dad always asks you if you
Hey, you
fucked
wanna
the
fuck
waitress.
this bitch? Man? You fuck or what, dog?
You have to.
You don't even tip. You just ask, "Hey, son, would you smash?"
And then his response is always when his son's like trying to like, "Dude, why you always saying shit like this?" This was like,
I think he might be gay.
"You worry me." So then we show up, and then that fool's like, "Dude, I hope the fool's like, cause there's a beer dispensary that
Yeah.
right in front of his house, and he's like, I hope those foods are open because I had told those foods to save me a 24 so we could pound after the game. Fool. We show up and it's closed. Fool. And that fool's like, fuck it, at least we have this 12 though. Fool. So we start drinking. Fool. And some fool comes knock on the door. And that fool's like, hey, I still got your 24 pack even though it's closed. And that fool's like, gang. Fool. So this fool just brings in a 24 pack and he starts putting them in the fridge fool, and like popping them open for everybody. They start making us food, and then we start recapping the night. And this fool's just in his kitchen saying these fools couldn't get me. When he's shadowboxing, he's shadowboxing Dougie and shadowboxing
in the kitchen.
Yeah, in the living room kitchen.
What
like
are his
Daniel,
sons saying?
They're laughing. Fool.
They're dying
more than once.
That's what I'm saying, man.
How many times has this happened, dog?
They're trying to show these fucking foreigners a good time. Got popped
He just
again.
keeps going, hey, at least you know your dad still has it. Man.
Guys, boy.
He kept ducking and doing the fucking rolls.
Yeah. And then he's like,
He
this
just
fool
gives
couldn't drop me.
the Rocky speech. It's not about how hard you get hit. It's about how hard you get hit and get back up.
And that fool's like, he started calling himself a possum, fool. But a possum, like a tacuache, that's a possum. But the slang meaning of it is like, oh, he's nobody, fool. Like
I'm not even Cesar Chavez.
Yeah, like he's nobody. Like, I'm just some nobody, B. But these fools
fuck-
couldn't get me, dog. And he's just shadowboxing. I was like, yo, what's up with this food, dog?
That's what's up.
And then we start eating, fool. Everyone
What they
eats,
make?
grub. Quesadillas with like the
beans,
the
deep
frijoles
fried.
puercos, yeah, the ones with chorizo in them and shit, and like guacamole and like
Oh shit,
queso fresco and shit. It was good. Fool.
good home eats.
Yeah, and then we just start drinking. Fool.
Pounding.
And then we just start drinking. We start having like a conversation about shit and
a bunch of random shit.
just a bunch of random shit about
It's
life and like how life is and like why people is and how society is. And like,
But every time I get drunk, I don't know why. Like I always like I like asking couples that have been together for a while. Like, Dick, why did you marry him, or why, like vice versa?
like how'd you know he was the one? is what he
Yeah, I don't
asked
know
them.
why. You know, and that for the wife gives like a super meaningful like thing, and he just like she only liked me because I know how to fuck, fool. And he would fucking hump the air, fool. And I was like, what the fuck?
And then the whole time my aunt was telling her story, the fool would be like, nah, dog, and he'd like smile and shit.
She liked the power, fool.
She just like the dick.
And he's like, it's because your aunt had piernas, dog. Like she had nice legs.
That's what he liked about it, because he had nice legs. And I'm like, and she didn't even know who he was. Fool. So one day, because she was like, she worked in the office, he worked at the warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
And one day, hey, bring that fool over, dog. And he did the classy thing, something I would do. Fool. So I would do that. He handshook everyone but her. Fool.
So
You got a nagger, dog.
Because like the only reason she found out about this fool is that this fool would keep telling people like, hey, go tell her I say hi, fool.
Tell her I say what's up.
Tell her I said what's up, fool. And like 2 or 3 times, and she's like, who the fuck is this guy? Like
Like who keeps saying what's up?
like,
to
oh,
me?
Leo keeps saying what's up to you. She's like, who the fuck is Leo? Fool? So one time, he's coming into the office, like he's walking in, and then the guy, my uncle Leo's boss is like, oh, that's the guy that keeps saying what's up to you. And she's like, oh, that's the guy. And he walks in, but he's like a real humble dude from like the countryside. Like he's a country blumpkin fool, with his head down and like saying what's up, like shaking hands with his boss. And then she's like, what? You're not going to say hi to me? What do I fucking owe you money? And this one's like, what? And then he's like, well, my name's Leo, and introduces himself. And then they like start talking and chilling, and she's like, well, I used to be a party girl. And this fool's like old school country dude. Like
Just a lame, fool.
that fool's like the first time I went out with her, fool, we went to some fucking party.
The second date, yeah.
Yeah, and then she starts dancing to this rock shit, fool.
It's probably
Moving and dancing all stupid, fool. And I told her, stop it with that dumb shit, nigga.
I mean, if you think
It's like Alejandra Guzman and Gloria Trevi
it
shit.
was the 80s.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's that 80s rock.
80s rock, and she probably had the fishnets and like
And
the big puffy hair.
She's out here jamming, fool.
That's my mom's shit too. It's funny if she started dancing like that because it's like skanking dancing.
Yeah. And then
But if he's a ranchero with his hat and his boots, he's like, man, shut the fuck, stop with that shit.
he just
boy."
said, stop with that dumb shit. Nigga, don't you do that shit in front of me, fool.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
Because he didn't know how to dance.
Yeah.
And he just recently learned how, like, well, not recently, but like after a while, he learned how to dance, and then he gets up and starts dancing. Like, but ask her now if I get down or not.
By this point, we're like, fuck, I don't even know how many beers.
We started drinking a lot, man.
What time in the morning is it?
At that point,
point-
it's like 4, 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Damn, these fools didn't have to work the next day.
No, it was Saturday going to Sunday.
So going into
alright,
Sunday,
cool.
yeah.
No one worked.
But this then this fool starts telling us that like he plays soccer with his sons like on the
Like
team
summer
like at
rec,
the park for
Or
like
the
yeah,
park
yeah.
rec.
yeah like a league type a park league type
But
thing.
Yeah.
they only want to do it so when they have their kids, they can say, "Hey, your grandpa, that fool got down. He played with us."
The fool had hard, dog.
Because he was telling himself like, "I'm the shit," and then his wife, like wives do, that fool's not that good, but he has hard. Man.
She's like, because he's like, yeah, I play central defense, dog. I'm a defender. I'll hold it down.
I
nigga.
shut it down. No
I'm a
one-
shut down fucking defender,
And they
bro.
were like, when he started, he's like, "I wanted to play the whole game," and he did. From the next day, he couldn't get back up.
No, well then, like, you know how wives be like chopping at their husband when they try to like big themselves up crazy.
They gotta
She's
kill
like,
the ego.
and she's like, he's not good. She's like, he's not good. And that fool's like, what? fool? And then he says, your favorite player, which is Rafa Marquez. Like she thinks that fool's handsome.
Yeah.
That fool me la pela, dog. Like that fool could suck my dick. I'm better than that fool. And then she's like, he's not good. He just has a lot of heart. Like that fool tries and he puts effort.
Yeah.
That's the good thing about him.
Well, he also does it for his kids. which
Yeah,
is-
yeah. And then she's
Commendable.
like this fool tried to play a whole game once.
He couldn't even stand
And
up.
that
the
fool
next
came
day.
on cool, but then the next day after that fool couldn't even walk, dog.
Yeah.
Well, when you cool down, like all your muscles are just not contracted and just fuck.
They're like, what are you doing, dog?
That's hilarious. I mean, it seems like he showed you guys a good time. Like the whole family was accommodating.
Yeah.
They were-
Give you
yeah,
guys space.
the kids gave us, because they only have 2 rooms, one for the kids, one for the parents. The parents gave it to this fool's parents. And then
And where'd they sleep? The
They
living
all
room?
slept in the living room together.
yeah.
Oh shit!
They slept in this air mattress I bought for them, and the kids. Well, she was gonna sleep with my uncle, but then my uncle just laid down on the air mattress, and she was like, "This fool might piss himself or something." So she made the youngest sleep with him, fool. And she slept on just one of the couches, and then the oldest slept on another couch.
Wait, you guys took an air?
They did. This was
My parents did.
All right. Your
No,
parents?
me and him slept in the boys' room.
Yeah, we fucking,
Did your parents take an actual luggage?
Yeah, they
luggage?
checked one in.
Oh, okay. See, that way they could take stuff and
Yeah,
bring
well,
stuff
yeah.
back.
they were bringing stuff back.
Oh, that's why these fools carrying your little luchador.
Yeah, because my shit was packed off the gills.
So I put that in my backpack. Yeah.
Should have taken a bigger bag. I mean, you told me to, but I was
I
like,
told you.
this was like, should I take my rolling bag?
The
I was like,
little
for
one,
what?
the
Then you're gonna
medium-
have to check it in. Watch.
No, there was a lot of people.
There was
with
fools taking in regular size luggage
and no one
on
was
the, as
saying shit.
carry-ons, B.
And no one was saying shit. I was like, "Are you serious?"
I was like, yo,
and a
what's wrong-
backpack.
what's
Because
wrong with these people?
red eyes.
It was packed. There was one empty seat.
But red eyes people still giving. There's a little less fucks given.
Oh yeah, then
Nah,
you got
but-
fools drinking like 5 beers on that flight.
We're telling us, wake us up, because I'm like, I'm the change for you fools needed that
The
dub.
fool's like, I'm the super change.
and
fool.
this fool's like, I'm the goalie fool, but no gloves.
Super
but
sub.
they-
fool.
But one thing you gotta know about me is don't give me gloves for I'll play worse. fool. I play barehanded, for I gotta feel that action, dog. And I told them, I don't give me no cleats, fool, because I need to be out there loose with it. fool.
I was dying.
They're dying.
They're
Having a good
dying,
time.
so they're like, all right, we'll wake up in like 3 hours for to go play.
Because we left. Yeah, we fell asleep like at 6:30ish.
Mm-hmm. And that shit was just funny. Then we fell asleep like at 7, wake up
In the
like,
morning.
Yeah.
at 7 in the morning.
We finished.
So did you guys take a
Between the 3 of us, we finished like 40 something beers. Fool.
damn?
Yeah,
And I
because
kept-
my aunt wasn't drinking.
Where was your pops the whole time?
No.
That fool's pissed drunk.
At
fool.
1:30, he was like,
Nah, he's like, I tap out, fool.
he ate. He's like, I'm done. Fool. He's like,
So he
"Nah."
basically had his quesadillas and knocked out.
Yeah.
'Cause this fool's mom even stayed longer and like listen to the conversation.
Because my dad was pissed drunk,
He was
fool.
fucking-
The fool's drunk, so he just wasn't going to knock out. That fool couldn't hang no more,
so
fool.
smart about it. Fool.
He got tuckered out, fool.
Nah, but then they have a long day. Like you still gotta
'Cause he has
come
to drive
back and then
Us,
TJ
like,
and then
we're
drive
gonna- we're gonna
back.
pick us our asses up. So, I don't care.
Yeah.
So we wake up the next day to fucking breakfast. Fool.
And those fools were talking about, like, what happened to the game. fool.
I was like, dude, I'm stretching. Let's go. Because it was like 10:20. I'm like, I told you, I'm a second half cambio. Fool. And that fool's uncle's just laughing. I'm a second half cambio. Fool.
My foot didn't go either. That fool was probably
Damn,
pissed.
My fool's limping, fool. The fool's all jacked
No, he
up.
pulled his groin chasing that guy. Or he got kicked. We don't know. But
He starts saying, I think I got kicked here, fool. But really, that fool pulled his groin taking off, fool. They're like, Dig, you should have warmed up.
How old is this dude? 40?
50
He's like-
50?
was his oldest son's
18.
He's like 40 something, I think.
He's
I
about
don't
to
think he's
turn
50 yet.
because he was
Late
telling them-
40s?
Well, because he's younger than my aunt.
No, he's 6 years younger. I found.
Yeah,
that
then my
out.
aunt.
Oh,
Oh,
snap.
and their good relation or their advice for their relationship working is what is it? Top.
Be honest
Be-
and
It's
always
top.
always trust your
Communication.
partner with the truth.
Yeah, because then
It's like it's all about honesty and
they work
communication.
together. They've always worked together. All their 19,
They've worked together for like 19, 20
all
years.
their marriage, which is like
At every job they've had, they either go work at the same job or like the other one's like, oh, they try to get them in
Mhm.
at the same job, so they always work together.
which is like okay.
Because they like people always tell them at their work like, yo, how you not tired of like
This-
your husband? How you not tired of your wife? Like you fucking see them all day. Fool.
And the drunker that fool got, the more he like the I still love my wife.
And the fool's just about like, I fucking love this lady.
but for the day I don't like her, I'm gonna tell her to her face.
I'm gonna let her know. I already put her on notice. B. The day I can't stand you. I'm gonna tell you, I can't fucking stand you, dog.
And then once we finished the beers, that fool pulled out fucking tequila and Cuban. I don't know what it
Because
was.
I wanted to keep going, fool. Because
But
that fool fucks with the combo, fool.
But that fool he wasn't making any sense anymore. He was like wobbly every time he stood up.
That fool kept spitting.
Because but that's when you know you're fucking.
He'd
done.
get up to go outside and spit. Fool. I was like, yo, this fool's done, fool.
And then that
Well, he
fool
didn't know he was like. He probably thought I'm gonna tie these little youngsters out. Fool.
Don't know, fool. If it was
You
me out there, I would have
probably-
fucking decked me out 20 little cheap off ass.
I told all the head buffos.
And then he starts going like, you fool should have been there, fool.
We could have done some damage.
We could have fucked everyone up.
We could have smashed this.
He's like, looking for you would have took on like 5 fools, who stomped them fools out right quick, 1-punch knockouts too, because they're tiny fools.
That's what he was saying. You fool's doing this one knockout. But I was like, sure, dog. What happens to the rest of them? But I'm like, if that fool's getting jumped, we have to jump in. We're at his house.
And then he's like, an agent will knock himself out 3 more fools, and then I'll be here and handle these 2 fools, right? And then we fuck up the kid.
and then we get to the kid, and you.
That's all he cares about is to get to the kids.
That's all he wanted, man. And then he's like, I'm gonna find him one day. Fool. He's like, what this kid doesn't know is that we live in a small world.
That's what he said.
So I'm like, I don't know, fool, like in a couple of weeks, whatever, this kid might get jumped. Fool.
I'm gonna wait for the hooligan section.
But he doesn't want to jump him. He wants just a shot at 1-on-1. He wants to 1v1 him. Fool.
1v1
El
him.
2x2, fool.
Old school, bro.
That fool's old school. Then he starts talking about like all the other fights he's been in. Fool.
But that was like his advice. I'm like, that makes sense. But the fights, was it the same night he told us? I thought it was to the next morning. Once we woke up at 8.
No, it was in the that same night.
Oh yeah,
And the fool starts talking about how like he's only been in a couple of fights. Fool.
it's like 4 or 5. But the most memorable one is the taco stand one. But that fool, he's like, I was at a taco stand eating my tacos, chilling, and some gangster looking fool with like bitches came out. And there was an old man that got his tacos, and that fool just snatched it from the old man.
So these are my tacos.
And this fool was like, "Hey, dog, that's not right, fool." And that fool looked at him,
like, you got a problem?
and he swung at him, but he ducked it, and then they're going at it, dog. And this was bucking him, he's bucking him. But that fool, the other fool made a crucial mistake, dog. That fool had house slippers, so he slips. He slips to like about this fool's knees, and this fool's like, that's when I knew I had him. So he kicked the dick out of that fool in his temple, and that fool, he kicked him so hard that he fell off his fucking.
He folded.
He folded completely, fool, and then he's still stomping him out. That he stomped him out so bad.
But even the old man
the
was
old
like,
man
stop.
that got his tacos told, "Hey, dog, stop!" Like
He's had it now.
I wonder if the taco guy re-gave him the tacos.
Nah, he told him, "Hey, just leave, dog. Nobody saw nothing. Nobody say nothing."
The taco guy's like,
Because even the taco guy got smoked because that fool thought he was popping from a little did he know this was a little fucking soldier.
it's the opossum. You can't fuck with the opossum, me.
That's Creed, fool. That's baby Creed, dog.
No, and then the other one, he said that he was at a wedding
A
for
wedding.
at his at
His
the
oldest.
little ranch that he's at for.
Yeah.
Like the little country town that he's from, and that out of nowhere, for like these bunch of like thug looking fools
Uh-huh.
show up and they start trying to dance with all the women there. For
No, one of them was there by himself, and he tries to dance with his oldest brother's wife, but the older brother he had an accident, fool, so he's a little bit not there, fool.
like that fool's a little like he's got a little gimp like hand and shit.
So that fool keeps pestering that fool's wife to go to dance, and she's like, no. And then his brother gets involved, and this fool, out of the corner of his eyes, he's like, what, dog? And he goes over there fool, and stomps that fool out. Fool. And then after, that fool comes back with like 4 trucks.
So they pull up with like 4 trucks worth of people, fool. And then they're like, then the other brothers, because there's 4 of them, they're like, yo, dog, and Negro's gonna get down, fool.
Like,
Because that was the darkest one.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, Darky's gonna go get down, fool.
Uh-huh.
So then the older brother's like, I gotta hold it down, fool. So the fool goes onto the roof, fool, with his gap, fool. And he's just ready to pick fools off, fool. And then they just told those fools, hey, they're just gonna 1v1 it, fool.
like, hey, you fools, like, I understand like shit has to happen, but it's just 1v1 for.
And they're just gonna 1v1 out squab it, fool. And whoever wins, wins, fool.
And we call it a day, fool. And they're like, okay, fool.
So my uncle fucks this fool up.
Again.
Again, he's super too, fool. He's better than Hunter.
And then he just goes back in the party and they carry that fool out in their trucks, fool. And it is what it is. It got squashed, fool. I was like that his Gimp brothers up on the roof with a gap.
The fool with the shaky hand was up.
That fool was the shooter, fool.
Of what, a 50 cal on the roof? Fool?
That
Like,
fool's with his 50 fool, he's just up
was
there.
Blade 2? Blade 2 with Norman Reedus is the sniper on top of all the roofs? Fool? Taking care of
no,
Blade?
but they handed this fool's uncle a strap just in, hey, dog, just in case shit gets
Just in
real.
case it gets loud, fool, strap up, fool, while you're down there,
But
fool. And they handed that fool a strap, fool.
Fortunately, for shit didn't get down. That fool won. He came back to the party a hero, fool.
And they're just partying now, fool.
Yeah, that's how weddings go. Fool. That's fucking funny, dog. And then, what time do you guys make it back to the airport?
We leave like at 1:15 because our flight was at 3:30.
So you basically had breakfast, kept chatting it up.
We wake
chat
up,
it
we
up.
grub, we keep
that fool bought
talking.
a 40. I'm like, you fool still want a pound? I was like, I mean, I have a cup, but I don't want to drink.
So this fool's, because this fool's like, this is what I like to do on my Sundays. Fool. I like to just pound 40.
Yeah, he's like 140 for the cure for the carry me over till Monday, dog.
Well, I was like, nah, if you get fucked up, then the plane is gonna be a motherfucker.
He's
You
like,
have to
I
keep
look at-
pissing.
I don't drink that much, fool, but when there's people that I like to drink with, fool,
Yeah.
we pound.
Because he was amazed. I was like, these fools are talking about every topic. And I was like, well, I'm like, we're older than his kids. I think.
He's like, I really loved that we had a good conversation. He's like, that's my favorite thing to do when drinking is having good talks. He's like,
Yeah.
that's what I do when I drink with my dad. Like my dad has good conversations too.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, that's what we're about. Fool. We sip and we party. Fool. And we talk talks if we need to. Fool.
Yeah.
Because they were like, oh, these fools are educated, like they know what they're talking about. Fool. They're out here talking about themes and like different shit. I'm like, well, yeah, dog, we're college educated fools, dog.
At the end, hey, but I'm a thug though, fool.
If someone's
That fool kept saying, I'm a thug, fool, but I'm not a bad guy. He's like, I'm gonna be telling you that I do these thuggish things, but I got a good heart.
he
fool."
kept looking at me because I'm not family age, or don't judge.
He's
I'm
like, don't judge me.
I ain't though. I had a great fucking time, dude. Like,
In the morning we woke up, they bought some
So
fish.
did they
and
like
some-
Adrian or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At the end of the
they
day-
invited us both back and said we could go whenever we want.
You guys got open policy.
They said open policy, come through. You got a house over here. Fool. If you was gonna come through and party, fool. And just for the weekend, if you want, fool. They're like, we go sip, fool.
Nice.
We sip heavy, fool.
So they brought fish.
about
Fish and,
for this was dad because this was dad's on a special diet.
Because the fucking the youngsters are like, look, if I'm gonna fuck these fools world up with this fucking bomb ass pork meat, fool. The carnitas, fool, and it was bomb, fool, because it wasn't like the carnitas here that are like fatty and like
Yeah.
fried, like greasy. Like over there, it's just the pure meat and it's good. Fool. It was really good.
So it was a good hangover.
But your dad could have carnitas, so you had fish.
I don't know what
That's
the
what
fuck.
just being special, though.
Is it extra?
Fool's a little weirdo. Fool. Really, what he likes to eat is the cheese, the fresh cheese over
That's
stuff.
what
Fool's
Kevin
just
ate.
eating mad cheese.
Where's the
Fresco?
panela?
Oh, panela's bomb.
I'm like, dog, if I have cheese, I don't want to fucking keep farting up a storm. I don't want to put these. I don't want to put these people through that hell.
And then we were all just
They
drinking.
fucking bring the fucking plane back and land it.
Well, not the plane. I fuck people in the plane. I don't know them. I don't know them anything.
No,
we're
they've
just
landed planes because people afford it so bad.
And we just
Facts,
kept pounding electrolyte, fool, because that's the
Pedialyte,
secret,
fool.
fool.
This one did I drink?
Because my dad was like, dude, this fool's on to something, fool. Because he's like, what Juan likes to do is pound, fool.
Uh-huh.
And the next day, he pounds Pedialyte, fool, and he's all good, fool. So we were just all drinking Pedialytes, fool, like different electrolyte drinks, fool.
I just drank water.
They're like, Dig, have you tried this? Have you tried this grape one? Fool? And they're just busting out different flavors. So I was like, yo, his fools are mad high.
Where'd you guys
fucker.
go? The CVS or like?
I don't know. They
they
had
had
everything set up for us. Like,
We woke up last because I'm like, dude, well, why wake up early? Like,
that's
we
what I
can't
said,
shower.
fool. What am I gonna be up for?
And once we woke up, I showered.
You
and
guys
ate.
got like a good 3 hours of sleep, or
Yeah.
No, so
I
now-
purposely did it though because I'm like, dude, I want to sleep on the plane. I hate plane rides.
I got me like 3 hours, and then while we were all talking, like in the
This
living room, I just laid on my side and
I just kept listening to this fool's uncle's stories.
Oh, me too.
Hilarious.
Fool. But I did it with my eyes closed because I was trying to like give my eyes a rest. Because I was like, yo, dog, I'm tired.
We go.
Well, you also hadn't slept because you had been at work all
So
day.
I'm like, if I stay up too long and I start forcing my eyes too much, I'm gonna get dizzy.
I got the dizzies.
I got the spins.
We get dropped off at the airport, but we're there. I'm like, oh well, let's get our boarding passes.
As we're driving there, my uncle's fucking hungover, so I doesn't want to drive us. So I
let's
told him, Dick, just tell my cousin to drive us for the oldest.
And he's barely learning how to drive. I didn't know that. I thought he had
And then he's like, you're right.
he got high. He's like, yeah, you're right, fool.
So then Robert's driving. That's my cousin's name.
Uh-huh.
And then that fool starts telling us, yeah, this fool doesn't know how to drive. I'm barely teaching him.
Oh shit.
Oh,
We're
shit.
just driving. From that fool's like, hey, watch your side view mirror.
We almost
fool."
get cleaned out once.
But we make it, fool. We make it to the airport, fool. And then we say our goodbyes, fool. And that fool's like, yeah, whenever you fools want to come through, fool. Like, you fools are more than welcome, fool. Hope you fools had fun, fool. Hope everything was dope, fool. And yeah.
That was a trip. How was the ride back?
Chill.
You guys did on the ride back. You came on another airline,
Yeah,
right?
different airline, but these
Divided
were
up
better seats because we were in the very front. So we were the first ones out, and we had extra leg room, which is always
That's the part where it's like that leg room makes a big
always
difference.
great for fucking big.
Because that's what I could sleep this time.
Oh,
Yeah.
stretched
I
out.
We just had nothing in front of him, literally, so he could literally stretch out his legs. I had a little thing.
So,
but
but yeah, basically I just lounged it out. Before I stretch my legs as far as I can, I rest the back, and I
you know,
knocked
my
out.
fat ass. So I had a bunch of leftover pesos. I was just buying random shit, and I still had,
At the
at
airport.
the airport. Everything was-
Yeah, I was like, yo, what's up with
This fool don't get it. I'm like, I just stay to wash my bags when I go check at stores. Fool. I'm like my father. I just like to browse.
No, he don't buy shit. He just
I
likes to
buy
walk.
shit because I had a bunch of fucking. I still have a bunch of pesos.
So showed
left.
up and he gave my mom like a basket of
Oh, that
candies.
was this fool's aunt.
Oh, my aunt gave that. She was like, oh, take this back to your mom.
Oh
But
shit!
don't tell her. Tell her I did it. Fool.
Yeah, so it's,
Oh, we
it's
told Nestor. Fool, she's gonna know within like seconds right now. Hey, mom,
yeah, that was my aunt's gift to your mom.
take care.
I'm gonna rat him out. Fool.
But because as soon as I saw that, I told him, hey, for now you don't gotta get your mom nothing. You're set on that.
I wasn't getting just a.
You-
No,
I
I
thought you
know. I
bought
got
a
a
little-
snow globe.
I was gonna say.
Because Giselle started like buying snow globes. I'm like, I guess everywhere we go, we should buy a snow globe. So I got a
Oh,
little-
I thought didn't you get your homegirl one?
not a snow globe.
Usually, if you get your homegirl something, you get my mom something because you're like, I don't want to make nobody jealous.
Well, I got her the candy for she doesn't know someone else. gave it to her. And I got her a snow globe for the fans. Huh?
I was like, this was policy's crazy. So if I get anybody else something, I gotta get her something.
Well, my
so
mom, she's jealous. Nigga. I know.
she's the jealous type.
She's ready to throw hands on fools, bro.
She's ready to ruin lives.
I'll kill you, nigga.
So we leave like maybe
That's my second born.
10 minutes after it should have left, but it's all good.
I was like, yo, are these fools gonna fuck? Because it was like 5 and like no call, 5:20, no call.
No, dude, we get there
I
like
was like, all right, I guess I'm gonna start watching the Oscars.
we get there, then like 3 planes from international flights land, so it's getting crowded.
Also, not letting you fools out.
There's
Or
a
customs.
long line for
Customs.
customs, and I'm like, I'll call him.
Once we get,
I'm gonna text him right now, then, because by the time.
You go through customs, you'll get here.
It should
Yeah.
be 30.
But you guys don't even have to go for your bag.
But then I heard them say,
This will
oh,
hurt something.
they're like, hey, this
Yeah, but-
line's too long. Like, let's try to just get people with U.S. passports through,
Yeah,
and we'll let them go to the front line. And I was like, oh, that's us. fool.
Good thing
we're American
we're
citizens,
there at
dog.
the right fucking time. And we were like, hey, we have them. And I'm like, fuck. And then we just
We just shoot through. fool.
we open shit, just shoot through, and then two new custom
Start
agents.
singing the national anthem, boy.
Two custom agents open up. I go to one, I go to the other one, and they're like, they
I
ask
start
me,
going in front of the line past Disney style pussy.
they asked like, how many days were you in Mexico? I was like, 1. I was like, what? Why are you just there for 1? Oh, I went to a soccer game and flew back. Okay, and then that's it. And then I'm waiting.
That's what they asked me. They're like, where you coming from? Guadalajara. Why'd you go to see Chivas America? She's like, damn, you must be a big fan. I told her, I'm a fucking die-hard. I stomped on my own uncle because I love this team so much, nigga.
And then they make us take off our hats because they usually do.
Nah, they're like, because they look at the passport, look at you, look at the passport.
they
They're like,
didn't
can you
tell me to take my hat
take your
off.
hat
No,
off?
'cause it was pretty busy.
We're trying to rush it.
Yeah, they didn't tell me to take my hat off.
Because
or
last
nothing.
time I was
They're
wearing a
just like, go through.
sombrero, they're like, take off the sombrero.
I mean,
And I also had like 4 motherfuckers with me, so senior citizens. But
Yeah. Yes,
so
sir.
whatever. Then we wait. We get out of the terminal. We're just waiting for your ass for like 20 minutes. Nothing too much.
No, that's not bad.
And then
That was the trip.
That was the trip.
What do you like? How do you rank it in the sporting events? Number one?
So far, like ever?
Yeah, any sporting event you ever been to, your guys already said that this is the best one.
Yeah.
What about trips like Vegas and shit? Like, was this a lot funner?
I don't know about funner, but like it is a lifetime experience. It is like one of the best experiences I've ever had.
That's
in
the
my life.
one thing
I
I
had a lot
kept
of
thinking.
fun.
Like, even if we go again,
We were
it'll
there
never be like the first time.
the first
It's
time.
like if I miss out on the first time, everything you'll do it against, will always compare against that first time.
Well, being this for there, between me and Juan, there's never drama, so there's nothing.
Well, there's never ever really
I mean,
drama.
You're a drama queen, but
You're a picky man,
me and
fam.
this fool don't care. We go with the flow. As long as there's beers and something to stare at.
Then we're with it,
Yeah.
man. Like I was ready to go to that strip club.
I was too, because I was like, I knew we were gonna stay up once this was about more beer. I'm like, well, might as well enjoy the city, though. Let me
This fool loves his wife. You think he's gonna go to the strip
I
club?
would love
fool?
He's down to go, fam.
He's done it. He wants to see if his son's for real though. Fool. He wants to
He's-
test him.
He's trying to test foods, bro.
Because he was like, hey, it's all good if we all fuck hookers, but I gotta go get my son. His priorities are there for his son.
He's a family man, fool.
That's the check. fool.
Family first, dog.
I would have been shotgun last. fool.
That would have been funny, dog.
He's like, this is some shit my son needs to get in on. Fool.
Oh, the party's about to start, dog.
But yeah, that's one of probably the best trips I've had.
Probably end it there. I could tell my side what I was doing next
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
Just because I'll run longer. Well, not run longer, but it's just, it's also not that interesting.
Yeah, I could tell. fool. You weren't at the game, dog.
It's just a tale of revenge, fool.
Well, it's not that it's not interesting. It's,
Nah, it's kind of. This is a good episode.
it's
I had a blast, dog. I didn't get sick in Mexico. I guess 'cause we didn't stay that for that many days, so my
Mhm.
stomach.
did you
could
drink the water? No, you drank beer for that's distant. You didn't drink
I was
water.
telling this woman, whoever owns the water, like the tap water, because that's all they sell. That's that one water.
Ciel.
Shit.
It's all they sell. Because I'm like, do they have another
Coca-Cola.
flavor?
I think it's Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I
well, they
checked
just
it.
bottle it, no?
I checked it because I'm like, dude, there might be a little good investment,
A little stimmy.
but it's probably
Like, I think also the phone is just Telcel, no?
no. There's another. No,
There's another company?
AT&T's trying to get
Moving in on them?
Yeah, they pay the government some money. That's why that fool lost a lot of money with his face.
Carlos.
Slim.
But no, it's one of the best trips I've ever had.
How about stadiums? How do you rank it in stadiums? Now, you've been to Rose Bowl, you've been to Forum,
Coliseum.
Staples, Coliseum.
For soccer?
For anything.
Well, for me, the Rose Bowl's always gonna be my favorite, but just because I went to that school.
Mm.
I went to that school. Like, to you, it might not mean shit, but
No, but I mean, but the Rose Bowl is not really. Do you connect that to UCLA?
yeah,
I connect Rose Bowl to Pasadena,
but that's where we play. That's where we've always played.
but like UCLA could literally get. I guess they could always switch
to where?
stadiums. No,
To Westwood. You know how expensive that would be.
no, they wouldn't move it. They could just if they
If need
build
be.
something in England, if need be, they could
They
always.
have a soccer stadium at their place that they could have made a football stadium, but they chose not to.
Yeah, because
Well, I mean, but the fucking Rose Bowl seats a lot of people, a lot more people than they would at the.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the Rose Bowl is UCLA. I guess
Yeah.
those are connected.
but for soccer, it was a great fucking experience.
No, I mean, I was just thinking about all the stadiums. I mean,
In
I just saw it. I didn't see it in action,
No, dude.
but I was like, "Fuck, this shit's
dog.
beautiful, dude."
It gives you chills because you're like, fuck. Like, I like.
It's also
Chivas.
new.
I like Chivas, so you know that's
Yeah,
supposedly
it's
we-
been a.
But I'm not a diehard fan like these. Like, there's people that had tats on their fucking chest and shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Some dudes tat the jersey on the
That'd be pretty hype.
That's high.
full on jersey.
Beer was cheap. Food was cheap.
Can't beat that shit.
And I mean, there wasn't too many fights. It was not like people were ruining the. There was people smoking, but I don't mind smoking. I wanted to say.
Those dudes were high. They were just
I looked-
on their stadiums, you smoking
I looked at
cigarettes.
this. I'm like, fuck, we should have bought a pack. But then I'm like, nah. Then I would have smoked the whole thing. Because I know me. And if I have them,
But smoking makes you shit. If you smoking,
I
you
don't
gotta,
mind. Dude, I'm not like I don't mind shit in that stadium. So
no, but it's an elixir. But then you gotta keep going.
yeah, I
the
didn't miss.
restroom.
I missed like 2 minutes.
Did you have to keep leaving to the restroom?
No, I was holding my piss the whole time.
Damn, you're so excited you
I was-
forgot about.
Yeah, which is weird for me.
Just for his little man bladder.
We've been drinking literally since like 7 in the morning.
We drank a lot. When you started thinking about how much we drank, I was like, oh yeah, we did end up drinking a lot.
You drank more than I did, but I had at least a 24, but...
Damn. By yourself?
In
a 24-hour span? That's a beer an hour?
At least, yeah.
You probably had more because you did it on the plane. You guys didn't drink on the way back?
No, I knocked out.
I knocked out. I mean, I had a Fanta. Well, that count.
I was going to because the foods next to me were, but I was like,
But also, dude.
I'm going to just knock out.
Wait, you had a Fanta from the plane? Or you got it at the
airport.
I buy shit at the airport.
I was like, why are you buying Fanta?
I was like, I'm going to have that shit as soon as our first meal, dog. I want a Mexican Fanta.
You're tripping, fool.
You guys good with it?
Yeah.
Good? Everything recapped?
Yeah, nothing crazy happened.
I mean, somebody got jumped. That's pretty crazy, dog.
But we didn't do the jumping. You know what I mean?
We didn't get to see the jumping. Fool.
Right, you got...
we would have seen... If we would have been there, that shit wouldn't have happened because we would have gone the right way.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you would have been like... Well, you also don't know if some rando would have smacked your uncle for no reason.
When we were walking out, there was the two factions were joining each other, but it was...
But no one was, like, throwing hands.
No.
No, they just kept calling him a faggot. And then the fools would call faggot
and
back.
the fools are like, you fools are last on the table, and we're the leaders. And
Yeah.
like,
What about
you're still a fag.
the tailgate? Was there beef over there? There's no tension?
No.
Because
behind us was an America, like,
but no
car, but nothing.
Because Rose Bowl, you know,
Fools
like
get
you
down.
walk through and the fools are just bah, 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 bah.
There's fools
Well, because people walking to the Rose Bowl.
There's
to
been
get
fools
into
in our
the game.
group that start talking about a race war, bro.
It was for some race.
But over here, you know what? Also, because
it was a tie.
It was a tie.
If we would have won, there would have been shit. If they would have won, it would have.
Nah, they would have won. Those fools would have been shit. But if the other fools would have won, then you stomp them out.
You gotta fucking wait.
Yeah.
Like till everyone leaves. They told people, "Hey, wait 30 minutes in your seats so people leave," and people are like, "Fuck that dog."
We're rolling, dog.
Oh, they say America fans wait 30 minutes?
Yeah, why the fuck with the home team? You're the home.
Like you don't want to walk amongst the crowd because that's how you get stomped.
You get stomped. People throw shit at you. I did. I was super drunk.
Oh, I was telling my dad, like, you know what they told me? Because my dad was hyped. Like, what? 90 peso beers? Big ones? And that fool was like, damn, when I go, I'm going to get fucked up. And I'm like, and guess what, Dad? The game's almost over, and they're still selling beers. That shit's not like over here.
Wow, I'm like, dude, they're still like the game was completely over, and they're still selling beer. And there's people walking out with a beer and shit.
They let people walk out like
brand new beers, fool.
They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about the UIs.
They don't give a fuck about nothing.
They
dog.
say like, hey, don't drink and drive, but I mean,
but you know, everyone was.
You have
this
to.
fool's uncle was pissed drunk, and he was driving. We were drinking and driving. Everyone had a beer.
Enough for to pray to the Virgin Mary, so nothing went bad would happen.
He did it too late, though.
Well, I mean, something bad already had happened.
I told him, hey, football, when you go to the next game, because they're going to go to the one versus Tigres.
Yeah.
I was like, you know that fool has a season ticket, fool. You got to look for that fool and follow him into the bathroom and fuck that fool
And
up.
that fool's like, you're right, fool.
He's like, what these fools don't know is that I'm a hunter, fool. So I'm going to hunt this fool, dog. He's like, that fool's face ingrained in my memory, fool.
But he's not going to wear a America jersey.
I'll find him, fool.
To the fucking Tigres Chivas game.
I don't know. You never know, fool. They might, fool.
He just wanted to get tested again?
And that fool's like, the thing is, he said is that his oldest son is
a hothead.
That's crazier than him, fool. Like, that fool gets down, fool.
Oh, and then one of his neighbors plays for the basic, like the...
He's like an up-and-coming
development
Atlanta.
He plays in the development league for them.
For Atlas.
I was Atlanta. I was all mixed up. But that's going to be it for us, guys. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed the recap of the Mexico trip, the Chivas journey.
It's the Mecca, dog. That shit was a trip.
The Chivas Mecca.
Everyone if you're a fan, you should go.
You recommend it for people if they claim fans?
Mecca gang.
If you like soccer, though, that's like that experience is like
if you're Mexican and
that's what I said. I'm like, I want to go there.
Mexican soccer.
I want to go see Mexico play in the Azteca. Those are like the two big ones.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be
like
fun.
Mexico like that, so it's like whatever.
I do.
I'll go to a USA jersey.
Nah, that over there they'll get stomped out.
Let them try, fool.
Chilangos don't give a fuck.
Fuck these little chilangos, fool. The little cebolleros. Fool.
Yeah, that's the one. They didn't pat nobody down. You could.
They don't pat you down going in.
My uncle said next time he's gonna go with his heat.
With a strap, boy.
With a fucking little bad fool.
The shit beeped on me and they didn't stop me, fool.
And that went right.
What was it, yourself?
I don't know what it was on me.
I
I had the
didn't
lighter in my back pocket or whatever I,
I
had
didn't pull
on
out
me.
my cell phone. I don't trust these fools, Joe.
Well, that's it for us, guys. I'm Nestor.
I'm ready with that heat.
This is Adrian.
Coming through with the Clubber Lang. All right, guys. You guys have a good week.
Reliance the right hug.
Make sure you guys sub. Make sure you check out the Patreon and keep your prayers up for art.
Believe, Lance.
Believe, Lance.